What's up, grinders? Are you ready? Hit that like button, share it out. We are going live. Oh yeah.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And to quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
When we talk about games and exclusivity, this is what build a platform's identity. Of putting single player games they won with your IPs. Like Sean Layden said on Waps Podcast, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, y'all have the squeeze. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. To play the game, stay in control. But we're happy for the exclusives. And if that got to go, juice ain't worth the squeeze. You gotta know, we're PlayStation gamers. Watch us steal a show. PlayStation, yeah, we going hard. We want the game stacked in our backyard. But you're playing dirty, keeping them away. We are here to have our say. Truth and gamers, stand up and unite. We won't let it keep us from what's right. Juice ain't worth the squeeze. PlayStation exclusives, bring them to me. exclusives, bring them to me. TJ Barney and Price Center from West Podcast, yeah.
Here he is.
They just together feel the rhythm in the air. Everybody's moving like they just don't care. Shaking it up, breaking it down, we're on fire.
That's a remix here.
Come on and join it, it's a party you desire.
Hit it, Phil.
Dance till the beat of feels dancing, come on, let's go. Feel the music pulsing through your soul. Forget your worries, let the rhythm take control. Get up, get down, it's time to lose control. In the city, you see the lights up, the skyline, where the dreams of great games are still only dreams. Nothing but lies, the night is alive. We're just living in a game past paradise. We're dreaming of the consoles, dancing in the courts, sipping on Xbox tears. We're playing with your hearts in this Xbox city where the magic fails. We're caught up in the bullshit, the lack of our game sales. Feel the beat of feels dancing, come on, let's go. Feel the music pulsing through your soul. Forget your worries, let the rhythm take control. Get up, get down, it's time to lose control.
And finally, everyone's favorite. Hit that like button, grinders. We're doing this gaming grindhouse. More music coming your way this evening. Let's do it! Turn it up.
Now they shout out and proud.
Incredible.
They got the most important cloud. Just buy a PS5 and you will see the level of quality. It's a game changer. Graphics to the gameplay. It's a whole new world, can't you say? They got Barrett, and it's Cloud and Tifa. And days how they gonna beat ya. Now you can sign up for the Game Pass for $1, but get a PC to wait. But just buy a PS5 and be their date. Just buy a PS5 and you will see the level of quality. It's a game changer. From the graphics to the gameplay, it's a whole new world, can't you say? I'm tired of the simple game, playing on repeat. Gotta break free, gotta find something sweet. Then I heard about a brand new thing, a gleam and dream, PS5. It's the answer. Just buy a PS5 and you see the level of quality. It's a game changer. Graphics to the gameplay. It's a whole new world, can't you say?
What is up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to another gaming grindhouse. It's Monday. Hope everybody. Oh my goodness! Stop playing the jams. Hold the phone. What's up, everybody? Let me get this. That's the one I wanted to get. There we go. Yo, so what's up? How's everybody doing out there? Shout out to everybody coming on in here. The VIPs, the grinders. Knock on that door, break it open. Got a show for you. You can see these topics, man. Woo-wee. Hopefully, get through most of them. Definitely gonna get through them. I got a few things to say, a few things I'm thinking about, some topics I added that I wanted to make sure that I address. I have my little mentions here. What's up, True? How you doing, Robert Lawrence? What's up, Emmanuel? Yeah, boy, Mr. Tennis Therapy, JP Local Outside Gaming Night. What's up, Ryan? VIPs in the house. Twisted. We're gonna get these VIPs coming up over there. There they go. Lucci Sky, how you doing? Brian East. Neil Wild Wolf in the house. Brian, we got Mr. Tennis, the unknown, No Cap Gaming. What's up, Emmanuel? How you doing? Yo. Richard Farmer, how you doing? They're the VIPs right there. That wall is growing. We're about 10 to 15 away from a new emoji in the house. And then we also got the platinum grinders and the golden grinders. If you notice, I've been just celebrating the community of the Grindhouse. That's I thank you everybody for coming through, coming on the show, all your contributions, and just hanging out. And we're talking gaming topics and entertainment. And shout out to the Ultimate Grinders who get to listen to all the songs before they get released to the public and get them the day that I create them and put them up there. So the shout out to the Ultimate Grinders. You get the whole entire playlist. And then we also had a voting this week for a new song to be dropped to the public. So we'll go to the polls in a little bit later to see who won the show that be released to all the public, where the Ultimate Grinders had been listening to them and sampling those songs. So they have the whole playlist. So shout out to the Ultimate Grinders there. So we'll be hearing a new song later on in the show. Another thing, just a little bit of housekeeping stuff before we get into the topics. Another thing I added here is that, like I said, I want to celebrate the grinders and everything that you do, especially those that, contribute and, give those gifting memberships out there, do all the super chats. So I put up here the ultimate gifting grinders and the ultimate chat grinders. So this is a ranking of everybody from the last 30 days to have the highest amount of gifting and chat grinders. And then what I wanted to do is the top 3. Each week when I look at it, the top 3 are going to get a shout out. And not just any shout out. They're going to get it Grindhouse style. So the top 3 in both the chatting gifted, there he is, Ron M, with the 5 gifted members adding to that. The top 3 are going to get a shout out, and Ron M coming right on cue there. And then the top chatting grinders will get it as well. Welcome, Akeem, Emmanuel there, Truth Seer, and welcome to the VIP grinders. Use those emojis. But each week I'm going to look and see who's on the list, and the top 3 will get a special grinding, and not just any style, not just me just reading it, not just me. We're going to do it Grindhouse style. And what else? By emotion and entertainment and music, of course. So without further ado, let's do our first ever gaming Grindhouse shout out for the top 3 gifting members and also the top 3 super chatters for the last 30 days on the scoreboard. There they are right there. And shout out to all you. And here we go. Don't let me say it. Let the music speak for itself. Let's go.
Yo, to Ron M, Robert Lawrence, and Michael Moradian for being the ultimate gifting grinders. Thank you, Ghost in the Garage Gaming, Twisted Sign, and SNK for being the ultimate chatting grinders. Shout out to you from Gaming Grindhouse.
Oh yeah, pump it up. Yo, let's bring that beat back. Yo, there we go. Shout out to the ultimate gifting and chatting grinder. Shout out to you. Get that musical shout out. Each time I see for the week, I'll be looking at it and put the top 3 in your own musical shout out. You will be getting that. So there's the list right there. So let's go. There you go. Hopefully you like that. Hit that like button, man. Let's go, baby. Twisted Sick. That's right, Twisted. You get down there. You got a music. Ron M got it. Robert Lawrence. Shout out to you. There you go. Hope you guys like it. Hang it. Shout out to you guys. See, maybe get another song. Well, let's go. So, yo, shout out to you guys. We do everything with style here and quality. And quality. That's right. That's right. So, first topics of the day. Yo. Thanks, Richard Farmer. So, first topic. So, Rise of the Ronin and Dragon's Dogma. Dude, that's been going wild for the last week. They both released on Friday. And we did a stream. I did Dragon's Dogma 2. And Frog was playing Rise of the Ronin. He was really enjoying it. I haven't touched base with him still, so hopefully he jumps back on and tell me how he's doing with that. But, I'm interested in Rise. I'm probably going to get it in a little bit, but I've been doing Dragon's Dogma 2. I got about 10 hours in Dragon's Dogma. I haven't run into... So when I first initially did it... What's up, Gamer? Jay Gamer? How you doing, man? So when I first played it, and the patch they just mentioned about a patch today, but when I first played it, I did a stream for over an hour or so. It's 30 frames. Like, it's not like all craziness going on here. It's not 60 frames. We know that. It looks really good, though. The visuals, I have to say that it looks pretty good with Dragon's Dogma 2. Definitely the scenery and things like that. But I got to tell you something. There's been some experiences. First off, let's talk about the performance, because that's what everybody's going crazy about with Dragon's Dogma, right? So I got to the city, and the city... It definitely slows down a little bit. Nothing of stuttering or craziness, but the city does seem a little bit busier in the sense there. But some of the effects on one thing, it was a couple plus. I got into this crazy fight with. There's so much that goes on, dude. I had a troll. I recorded this stuff, dude. I had a troll fighting a friggin' griffin. And then they had other like bisons all around there fighting as well. And it is just chaotic. And my pawns are going crazy, throwing lightning and all this stuff. It's crazy. So I'm happy to hear that they're doing some updates to it. And they just announced, let me see if I have them here with that. But I tell you, the craziness in Dragon's Dogma 2, the stuff that just happens as you're just journeying around is pretty incredible. And the characters that you're traveling with, I've been using Wooly's character, but the characters that you're traveling with are friggin' it's really interesting hearing how they operate, correct? Like I had Wooly's character, he was great. He was chill, he was doing his thing, he was like, he has a personality, he's going in there just killing his stuff. Awesome. My pawn is a magician, a magic sorcerer. And then what's crazy is that I can't. Wooly said he upgraded his, so I sent him back to Wooly. I gave him a gift. I gave Wooly some bison meat. Pause. I gave him some of that stuff, some quality meats. I didn't give him the rotten meat because that's the other thing. Time travels there. So when you collect food and stuff, if you don't cook it, it gets rotten, and it's pretty wild. So I sent them back, and then I got this other guy, right? He was huge, right? Oh, I don't have the video of it, but this guy is huge, right? So this guy is huge. Pause. Like, he's this tall friggin'. He reminds me of the guy from Game of Thrones, like this the huge towering guy, right? But you want to know what? He's the biggest bitch. He just complains. I turned around and he's sitting on the ground. He's sitting on the ground going, I'm weary.
Number one customer.
I'm weary from traveling this much. And I'm like, who the hell is this big bitch that I got on my team? Who the hell is this guy? And he's like complaining. He's like, you don't go that far. He's like, we're going too far. This is the best way to go. I don't want to do that. And I'm like, yo. Then he says, and it's so crazy the things that they say here, because then he goes, I just want to make sure I have some gameplay up here for this. Then the guy goes, he's like, the last Arisen that I had didn't even use me for a full day and sent me back. I was like, holy shit, I'm like, this guy is wild, dude. Wild. I was like, this guy is definitely like, he's off the chain. I'm like, no wonder they sent your ass back. You just complain the whole time. And dude, it was so funny. And then they like, if you fall, they'll catch you. So I love the AI interactions and things like that. It's pretty awesome. It adds a very emergent exploration and combat, and it's wild. And Conan the Barbarian, obviously, in there. And then Rise of the Ronin, Frog was playing it. He said that it looks a lot better than what he on his TV than what you've seen. And he says the parrying system is very challenging there. But he was enjoying it. I haven't heard back from him on that one, but But yeah, I think critics overall suck ass. Like, I think they're horrible. I think they all read from the same script, and I think I wish they would just like I would say if I did a review, I would just stream the game and like say let's play this game. Like, let's just stop playing the game and let's see what happens in there. And I know in reviews they don't want to do that, but the best thing to do is just have somebody like just go through it and play it and answer questions from the chat and things like that, like live reviews. Jez the Barbarian, that's right, Dog Zone. That is right, Dog Zone. But yeah, I just love throwing people, and I have like flaming blades. My sorceress, like she like gives me lightning on my blades and stuff. But the battles, dude, I went onto this cliff, and I took some things, man. I went onto this cliff, and I'd fight this rock monster that would shoot rockets out of his mouth, and he had like open wounds on him, and I had to climb on him and stab into those open wounds to get him to collapse. And then when he died, he falls into a bunch of different rocks, and the rocks like come rolling down the hill. But the physics are definitely a little wonky too. Like, you get knocked over, you get thrown, you could pull them and do them. There's a lot of physics-based stuff, which is fun on there. But I'm enjoying it. The performance has been pretty good. A couple of hitches that I've had. So hopefully with the new patch that's coming out, apparently they're going to do a lock 30. So they're not going to have this variable all over the place. They're going to improve some of the performance there. So we'll see. But you're right. Twisted Sync coming in with the 5. He goes, the PC port is inexcusable. Capcom released the game early because Capcom's fiscal year ended in 31 of this month. Thank you, Twisted Sync. Yes, that is true. With the PC port. And actually, there is a song that was created that was released to the Ultimate Grinders about Capcom fix your shit about the PC port of Dragon's Dogma 2. So not running on 4090s, but that is inexcusable. And then we also had Liquid Data here with the 5. Thank you. He goes, what's good? Do you think the PS5 Pro is going to come with a DualSense Edge? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to come with a DualSense Edge. I think that accessory is selling pretty hot right now. Like, it's so hot right now that, I don't think they're going to do that with the Pro. That would definitely probably increase it. Maybe they have a bundle with it, but I think it's just going to come with a regular DualSense. I think it's going to come...
number one customer.
Liquid, I think it's going to come with the new DualSense version 2 that has the longer battery life. Because if you know, there's a new DualSense somewhere floating around that's a version 2. I think Best Buy had it listed, and it has a longer battery life on it. I think that's the one they'll probably go with, their longer battery life one with the Pro. But I think that DualSense Edge is going to be its own thing. It's an accessory, and I don't think they'll do that. Yeah. K the Barbarian says, I'm the only barbarian here. Oh, damn. No, there I am. Conan the Barbarian. Oh, you can throw me into the fire. Here. You think? So Umar thinks it will come with it. I don't know. I think, coming with that kind of controller, I think they're not going to do that. Oh, no. Yeah, this is when I create my character. Let's go to the comment here. But I will definitely be trying out. There's some bad pixelation here. This is my stream. But, and I'm trying to fight a cold, dude. Allergies are killing me. They are killing me. Bringing allergies. There's my crew. There's Woolly's guy. But, yeah, it's fun, the whole trading off and stuff like that. And that's right, Danielle. I only use the DualSense Edge. And I'm going to give you another tip. For those that don't have the DualSense Edge, let me tell you. For the DualSense Edge, I use it in Helldivers 2, and I make the back buttons be the map and also my way to Colden Stratagems on that one. So I remap those to work there, so I don't have to hold the L1 and do it. I just do the back button, especially for the map. The map is annoying. I don't want to be doing the touchpad. I just tap the back button and the map comes up, and then I could just tell where to go. So there's a tip for you if you want to configure your controller to do that. But yeah, Dragon's Dogma, I think you're good. Dragon's Dogma, I say, they're going to come out the performance. The only problem with Capcom, again, with their trash, is that that update that they mentioned, we don't know when it's coming out. That's the other issue there. I was going to my bookmarks. I was going to the tapes, the notes here. Yeah, so here it is right here. This is it. Planned updates for Dragon's Dogma 2 for those. Updates for all platforms. They're adding the option to start a new game when a save game already exists. Yeah, I don't understand that. Changing the number of the metamorphosis. That's where you could change yourself. Remember, those are the things behind you could buy with real money. So they're going to make those available to $99, so you could buy them if you have them. You don't have to buy them at real money. Making a quest that allows players to acquire their own dwelling so they could save and rest, available early in the game, so you don't have to keep spending money to have to spend to stay overnight in a hotel to get the refresh on there. So you could do like your own dwelling. Miscellaneous text display fixes and miscellaneous bug fixes. Updates for PS5 and Series X. And S booster. Oh my goodness. Added the option to switch motion blur on and off. Adding the option to switch ray tracing on and off. Adding the option to set frame rate to either variable, which is currently a default now, and max 30 frames in options. These options will not affect the frame rate significantly. Frame rate improvements are planned for future updates. But this is already a future update. So there's a future update. And then Steam, the one that needed the most fixing, got the less bullet points. Improving quality when DLSS super resolution is enabled, and fixing an issue where models appear low quality under some specific settings. Hey, I don't know about that. But there they are. These are planned updates, so who knows when it's coming out. This should have been day one patch fixes. That's right, Log. I love that controller. That thing, and it's actually weightier too. It's weightier too. Shout out to Zuby Tech with the share there. On there. And then, shout out to Reforge here with showing more stuff coming to Helldivers, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing now. Yeah, I love this game. I love this game. Yo, they dropping one of these things now, these vehicles. It's wild. Look at the setting, dude. Look, he's on the vehicle, and here come the mechs. Dude, look at this. We're in Warzone. It is the top jet. That's right, Billy. This is the best game. Helldivers 2. The way they're rolling out content. Listen, game industry, take friggin' notes. Okay? Take notes, gaming industry. Helldivers 2 is how you do content. That's what you do. That is the game industry. Games as a service, gas out the ass, all your stuff, all the stuff you're talking about with gas services and all that. Listen, this is the way you do content. You make it a live, interactive galaxy where we are unlocking stuff. We are working as a unit to do things. This is how you do a service game. This is when I dreamed of these online living worlds. This is how you do it. And because the gameplay is so tight and so incredible that you're able to drop a mech and it just changes things. And then you could drop a vehicle that changes more things. What's up, Tool Man? This is what you do. This is how you do it. Incredible. And even with the passes, the season passes, and the way they got that, this is how you do it. Take notes. Man, Sony drops their first games as a service game like this. And they get it right. Whoever they're listening to, whoever they did, dude, this is gold. That's right, they struck gold. That's how you launch content. That's what service games are about. That's right. That's right, Brian. Fortunate Son, yo, definitely. They got to do that, definitely, on that one. The Game Night with the 10. What's up, man? How you doing, Game Night? The 10, he goes, I'm up to chapter 2 out of 3 in Rise of the Ronin, and I don't get comparisons to Ghost of Tsushima. Besides being in Japan, they play differently. You can't glide and platform on-air assassin in Ghost of Tsushima. You can't glide or perform an air assassination in Ghost of Tsushima. That's right. That's right, man. You can't. So I don't know. I haven't played Rise of the Ronin yet. Frog is playing Rise of the Ronin. He played it on Friday. I played the Dragon's Dogma 2 on Friday. But man, oh man. Yo, what's up, Blaze? How you doing, man? Shout out to Blaze. But when you are sitting there and games as a service, all year is gas, gas, gas. And we see in the next, and the topic, we see Studio Bend is rumored to do games as a service. Days Gone developer Bend Studio, a AAA live games as a service. A new job listing wants candidates to experience in live operations. Dude, if they take notes, if these Sony games, let me tell you something. If these Sony games are taking notes from Helldivers 2, we are in for a whole new world and treats. That's all I'm saying. We are in a whole new world because Helldivers
You're my
2
number one customer.
is the way you friggin' do service games. And guess what? It's so awesome. You want to spend money. You see the difference? You're not forced to spend money because you feel like you're missing out or you feel like you need to enjoy the game. You're spending money because you want to, because you're involved, ingrained in the game. Your time is important and the game respects that, and it just plays great and it's fun. And that is it. The money is backtrack. Money is the back end. Like, money, whatever. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, here's $5. I didn't have to pay real money. I haven't paid any real money. I unlocked it with my in-game credits. And then it's like the old school games. You put the time in, you level up, you earn it. You earn. Let's all together, let's liberate a planet and learn and earn it. But Lonely, I understand not all games can be like this, but I'm just saying the mechanism, how the game is delivered, how the content is delivered. We don't get a game that's like head scratcher, we're missing things, right? Okay, well, what's the roadmap look? All right, it was good for the day one and day week. What are we doing? That's all right, Josh. I bought the game. That's my money. That's right. I don't know who made them. We don't know who made Helldivers 2. I don't know if Sony made them do it or they wanted to do it. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that when you look at the way the content is delivered, you could try to do that. Like, you could make, so say Days Gone. What I think they're doing on Days Gone, this is what I'm thinking. So this is what the thing says here. Studio Bend is creative Days Gone, Uncharted, Golden Abyss, and Siphon Filter. Hint, 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 hint.
Here it comes!
Siphon Filter, let me tell you, that's my Grindadamus prediction. Siphon Filter, seeking out talent to join their passionate creative family in crafting our next high-profile AAA title. That's what it says. Then it goes on to say their role will be planned and track release schedules against the defined live roadmap, and that they'll have to be able to lead the team in key phases of development, which identifies as pre-production, production, and live services. So, I don't know if it's going to be, let's continue to read the quote, but then I'll give my opinion on it. A deep understanding of game development cycles, processes, trends, and emphasis in live operations, hands-on development, game experience, and leadership of AAA live service games. It also states ideally that the successful applicant must have experience redefining studios from traditional box product focused development into live service development studios in a key leadership role, making it all but certain that Ben's next game will have live service elements as a central focus. Now, let me explain something. This is the media doing their media stuff. There we go. Let me tell you something. This is the media doing their media stuff. Who says, and this is the generalizations. This is what they do. First off, we know that they've been working on a game, right? Why would they be looking for somebody now to develop the live service stuff? That's what I don't understand. A lead project manager in game development. Who says this is not their next game? Who says this is not an add-on to the game they already have developed? Who's saying that their next game is a full AAA service game? What happens if they pull a Ghost of Tsushima move where they release a normal game? They've been working on this stuff for a long time, since Days Gone 2018? 2018 was Days Gone. 2019. They've been working on this thing for a while. Who says that this is not a regular game and this is just like an add-on, a multiplayer, something to that? Like they did with Ghost of Tsushima with the multiplayer. Maybe they took a page out of that book and they said, hey, let's do that. But we don't know. We don't know what they're doing. Is it a full AAA? I think if they're doing a full service game, I think it's something related to Siphon Filter. I think we have a multiplayer espionage type game that they'll build in the world of Siphon Filter, because we don't have anything like that. 2018. But Lonely, what I'm saying, don't say it's Cope. I say you're foolish to think that this is just like the generalization of it. Like, hey, they're doing that. You're looking for a lead. What happens if they announce it this year? Like, what did it say? When was it? 2018. 2018. We don't know. They've been working on a AAA live service game. Is it their next game, or is it the current game that's coming out? We know it's not Days Gone 2, right? we know that. We know it's Days Gone, not Days Gone 2. But I think it might be something in the Siphon Filter world. And the reason why I say is, hey, we learn from the past, right? What are the games that Sony's been putting in friggin' PlayStation Plus Premium, what the hell that thing is? Well, they're saying it. They're saying that due to a job listing from Stony Bend that they're looking for these. This is the job description. So that's why they're saying whatever game they're working on, whether it's this one or the next one, it's that. And maybe it's part of Sony's to 12 down to 6 service games. It could be that too. But I think it's going to be a multiplayer espionage game. I think it's a multiplayer something in the Siphon Filter. I don't know. Would you like that? I don't know. But I just say the reason why is because they pushed a lot of those Siphon Filters in their classic section, like when they first rolled out with it. And I don't think they would choose Siphon Filter for any old reason. So that's my prediction on it. But, like I said, if they're following what they're able to do with Helldivers and seeing that success, that's what they need to do. Make a meta game where there's towns, cities, countries that need to be liberated, or need to be defended, or need to do missions in them. Give us a reason why we're doing the missions, not for the grind. We're doing it towards some sort of meta game. It's the meta game. The country, the globe, the universe. It's a meta game. Have us be doing this stuff for a project, for that. Now I don't feel like I'm just grinding for my level to go from 40 to 41 to 42. Now I feel like every time that I'm doing something, we're moving to a larger goal. Something along those lines. Like or you could even do it in the sense, like I remember old school Battlefront, right? Old school Star Wars Battlefront, which, by the way, I refunded that from Aspire. We refunded that game. But when you look at that, the Galaxy Wars, whereas maybe you have a faction and another faction, and you're basically, as you're doing missions, you're moving towards the other faction pushing their lines back. I don't know. It could be either one of those things. But you can implement the model of Helldivers 2 in some things and do something similar to that. But the main thing in Helldivers is the gameplay and gunplay. Like, that is bar none. And the calling in the stratagems and using the stratagems, it's really cool. Yeah, like building in Death Stranding, like, they could do something for us. So we'll see what they do with this stuff. But I think after seeing what Helldivers 2 does, definitely there is a strategy that could be utilized with that if they wanted to use that in some of the elements. Whether it'll hit as great as Helldivers 2 did, I just think Helldivers hit that lightning in the bottle. It was a great time. Came out in a great time, great month. And people wanted something new. And it worked. And it's incredible. And they got that hype going. It's selling like crazy. It's on, it's on those NPDs. It was number 1 on the NPDs here. Where was it here? Where is it? Oh, Piscatella. He did his thing. Yeah, I'm just getting it pulling up. Yeah, there we go. Where are the overall sales? But where are they? Did I not save them? Oh, so long ago. It feels like long ago. It was last week. But yeah, they were number 1. But also, too, Final Fantasy was on there as well. Man, this cough is killing me. Oh my goodness. I thought I saved them, but I think it was so long ago. There we go. There's them. Oh my gosh. I had to put your things all the way down there. But yeah, they this is the thread here. That was the thread. But it's doing really well. There it is, this one. Oh, I hate this.
You're my #1 customer.
There it is. My goodness. Oh my god, it took forever to find it. Crap. Shout out to Michael Meridian with the 5 gifted gaming grinders. Yes. Welcome to the VIP grinders. Veggie got one. Lone Gamer, Neil. Welcome. B-Dog. New B-Rate. Buy-Rate. How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lone Gamer 89. And then shout out to the Gaming Night 123 with the 10. He goes, Ben's Studio have officially said we are currently working on a new IP that includes multiplayer and builds upon the world systems of Days Gone. Thank you for the facts, Gaming Night. Dropping the quality facts. Sir, you get the quality flute. Thank you so much, Gaming Night 123. Yes, that's exactly a new that includes multiplayer. Thank you. That's why the grinders are here, the real ones. They know the quotes. We have freaking quotes and super chats in the Gaming Grindhouse. Quality quotes. That's right. Put in those quotes. That's right. So for the stupid media, right? Then that's right. Game Night. For the stupid media, then. For all the next games of AAA. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Lonely wherever you are. This is what I'm trying to say. Media is a bunch of doofus asses. All right? Bunch of fools. They get a little job posting and they're like, oh, the next game's quadruple, a AAA, we out. Publish it, ship it, put it on Twitter. Put it on Twitter, go ahead.
You idiots!
That's right. Oh, look, a job posting said service games. That will get some people's ass flustered. Send it out.
This is not worth it.
Send it out. Publish it. Ship it. They didn't even read the friggin' resources. Their quote said, we're building a new IP that includes multiplayer. Would that make it? That's a quote from them. Xbox Series 10. Exactly, Robert Lawrence. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I mean. The freaking goofy ass. Goofy asses. Well, here you go. Helldivers. It doesn't make sense until Sony freaking announces some things. Holy crap, that's what we need. We need Sony to drop some freaking qualityness. And stop with this Phil Ness. So we can get into the Phil Ness. But look at Helldivers. Look at this. This is gonna lead into thing. My throat's freaking on fire right now, grinders. My throat's on fire right now. This is on fire. Look at this. Let me tell you something. Any of you in the Gaming Grindhouse, over about 300 people, hit that like button, grinders. Share this out. We're gonna do the new song in a little bit. But let me tell you something. Hit that like button. If you went out, your job is to make games, sell, and then you say, guess what, Mr. Grinder, I need $80 billion to do this. Trust me. Trust me. Look at this list of what sells and tell me Microsoft spent $80 billion. They're not even a fart in the wind. Look at this. $80 billion. Trust me, bro. Trust me, Satya, bro.
Stop! Enough!
Satya, give me $80 billion. I could do something.
Philness.
Oh no! We suck again!
Helldivers. Sony Corp. #1. Dethroned Call of Duty. Jim Ryan lied right to fill space. He goes, we can never do anything that beats up a Call of Duty. Give us Call of Duty for 10 years. Please, CMA. I'm crying Jim Ryan. They go, okay, we believe you, crying Gordon Ramsay. We love you, Beef Wellington. He's like, thank you. He's like, I love you, thank you. They said,
It's not even pink, this is raw.
there it is.
Coop has delivered undercooked
Clips.
salmon.
Clips from the court case of the CMA.
It's not
Jim
even
Ryan.
pink, this,
Jim Ryan quote from the CMA.
it's not even pink, this is raw.
And Coop has delivered undercooked salmon.
There's Jim Ryan. He walked in there. He walked in there and said, it's raw. That's what he said. And they said, we believe you, Jim Ryan. Phil gave him for another 10 years. There we go. And now look. It's Tekken, Square Enix, Final Fantasy Rebirth on one platform. Hell, it shows up again down here at number 16, the combo pack on one platform. The game that sold 4% on Xbox, Hogwarts Legacy, is still there at 6. Skull and Balls, I don't know how that got on there. Spider-Man 2, by the way. Spider-Man 2. Wow, imagine a game selling beyond its month of release. Starfield? Starfield? Anyway? Starfield? What happened to Starfield? I don't know Starfield. I don't know. Starfield, when? Beyond its day of release. Look at this. Last of Us Part 2. Remake. Last of Us Part 2. Super Mario Wonder. When did that come out? Still on the list. Yeah, Minecraft. Good job, Microsoft. That's going to get the name of Sea of Thieves. Minecraft, another housefly that doesn't die. There's another game right there. Mario Kart 8, what year did that come out? It's coming in number friggin' 20. Yeah, where's Forza Motorsport at? Mario Kart. The real king of racing. Hogwarts Legacy. That came out a year ago. Elden Ring. Friggin' Ubisoft. Don't go full Ubisoft. They're still there at Avatar. Mortal Kombat. Dude, these games came out last year. Microsoft released new games. They still didn't make it. This is what I mean. What the hell is going on over there? This is insane. I thought they were supposed to have a killer 2024. Wait till 2024. Just wait.
Oh no! We suck again!
I don't know. Mario Kart's 10 years old. Holy crap. And who's the one that spent $80 billion? We need hate. Oh, man. Like, seriously. Like, what the hell are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? You know, it's almost April. I know. It was supposed to be a slow thing. Like, this is what I mean. Look at what the sales thing. And this is going to lead us into the other things. Like, this is what we're talking about. You know? It's just like you spent so much money. You got all this IP. And I'm not even talking about Activision. That ink is still wet. I'm talking about being Bethesda. Where's your Starfield? That came out a long time ago. But Mario Kart 8's still here. What are we doing here? Elden Ring is still there. Just make great games. Luigi Sky said he tagged me in something. Let me see what this is. What are we doing here? Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Luigi Sky coming in with more data. What's all this about? Oh my God, the UK sales. Listen. Insane. Look at this. They are down 14% in 2023. They were down 47% in the UK. And I got that article. We're going to talk about that. What is this? Oh, the units. Here's the units. PS5 in first. Yeah. Well, thank you for all these numbers, but we know it's a wrap. Like, this is horrible. But I'm not even talking about the console. That's what we're gonna get into. I'm talking about their games. Because we're gonna talk about where their games are, because that's all he cares about. Oh, we want people to play the games. We're gonna talk about that. But the games. You know, who says that you need all this money? They spent so much money that I could just scream into song.
Grab your controllers, time to compete.
What?
Xbox,
I just break into song.
seat. We're always last in the race, and we will always be.
$80 billion. $80 billion.
We need $80 billion. Gotta make a splash. To be relevant, we'll go all out. No holding
Put your lighters in the air, everybody.
Led by Phyllis and Booty, we'll bring the games everywhere. No more sucking, it's time to show we care.
Put the lighters in the air.
By bringing pen and men. Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi, rushing round at games over to PlayStation and Switch. And we will say that exclusives don't matter anymore. And then when we get Starfield ready for the pitch, Big Booty Bobby and the Lou walked out with the bag, and now left with all these IPs. What the hell are we supposed to do? $80 billion, gotta make a splash. To be relevant, we'll go all out, no holding back. Led by Phyllis and Booty, we'll bring the games everywhere. No something, it's time to show we care. And when we get
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here we go. Let's see that part again. It's Big Booty Bobby and Lulu walked out with the bag.
And when we get started,
Oh, shit.
ready for the pitch. Big Booty Bobby and the Lou walked out with the bag, and now left with all these IPs. What the hell are we supposed to do? $80 billion, gotta make a splash. See, be relevant, we'll go all out, no holding back. Led by Phyllis and Booty, we'll bring the games everywhere. No something, it's time to show we care.
$80 billion. With all these IPs, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? What? I don't see $80 billion anything on here. And you think Pentiment and Sea of Thieves is going to even chart? Put those hands up. Put those lighters in the friggin' air. $80 billion. We got all these IPs. What are we supposed to do? Big Booty Bobby and Lulu walked out with the bag. She started her own company. The hell we doing? $80 billion. I'll fight. And now they got to get their money back. With what, Phil? You know what it reminds me of? They spent $80 billion and they threw it on like the shit horse in a race. Yo, Satya, trust me, Satya. I'm going to put $80 on Phil Ness shithead horse. It's going to win. And Satya is like, he's like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put $80 billion on booty pony. He's gonna put the friggin' thing on there. Don't bet on that horse, Phil. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it all on there. Like Phil, he went the goddamn, he went over there and he spent $80 billion, and he's like, now we gotta get our money back. I just blew it on casino. I went over there and I put $80 billion on red and I rolled black. Oh shit, we're done. Satya's like, this is like a friggin' movie. And Satya's sitting there and he's like, you know what, Phil?
Everything that we are doing with our content, with our
we got to make that money back.
Our cloud.
We paid Big Booty Bobby and Lulu. They walked out with the bag. What are we doing here? We got to get that money back. He's like, I know. It's like the friggin' Hangover. Phil the Hangover. There it is. He put $80 billion on red and went to roulette tables. Now he's like, I has to pay Satya back in blood money. He's like, oh shit, what do you got to do? He's paying Satya back in green blood money. There it is. $80 billion. Not even a friggin' Bethesda game in sight. Good job, Phil. Sony didn't have to spend a $250 million, and they got goddamn Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop on sales charts for months. And you had to go spend $80 billion, and you wiping your ass. How'd those Activision deals going? You got to pay all those people. Always bet on black. That's right, Leech. There we go. $80 billion. We need $80 billion. Wow. Well, anyway, we know what's going on behind the frosted glass, right? That's the part of the studios that you don't see, the studios over with the frosted glass over there. So we know what's going on behind those doors. Damn, my thing's still running over there. 80 billion. Let's see if I missed any chats. Well, it's jamming. No, we got all the super chats. We're good. We got it all. I was like, I don't know about when I was jamming, I was missing anything over there. That's all right. I want my. Yeah, that's right. Patient got the emojis flexing on there. $80 billion. I want my $80 billion back. He's coming in like the Godfather. He's like the Satya father. He's like, you took the money from me, and now I'm gonna. I want it sad that you took the money from me, and I want it back. You came to me on my daughter's wedding day and asked me for a favor, and I gave you $80 billion. And Phil's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. He's like, I want it back. I want interest. Phil's like, sell it on PlayStation, sell it on Switch, do something. Do something.
Very best work in gaming.
The Satya father. Oh, damn. There it is. You got the Satya father in there.
Stop! Enough!
Phil's playing back in green blood money. Led by Philness. Oh, man. So then, they get working behind that frosted glass. And if you're an ultimate grinder, you know about the frosted glass because you got that new song, the frosted glass. And you know what's going on behind that frosted glass. They're making the best versions of Xbox games behind the frosted glass. And we have another one right now. We have Grounded. That's right. I gave you $80 billion. I want $160 billion. He wants interest, Satya. He wants interest. Look at this. Cobra. He's like the Xbox fans are not excited anymore. You know what? I got words for you, Cobra. Yeah, we got. Wait a second.
Oh.
Yo, what's up, Frogs? How you doing, man?
Sorry, I'm late, man. Sorry.
That's all right. We're going in. Coming in. Here. We're talking about the frosted glass. You know about the frosted glass? What goes on behind the frosted glass at the studio? That's where they make the quality PlayStation versions of the Xbox games.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what they do. Did you hear about the new Grounded? They waited until the fully yoked update where they're doing New Game Plus. They're doing wait, not just any ant queens. We got fire, red, and black ant queens, infused bugs, new molars, new achievements, new ability to upgrade past 9, new mutations, new weapon variants, a secret door, a final updated Grounded, all coming April 16th to look at this. Xbox, PC, our new friends, Nintendo Switch, guess what else? PS4, PS5, and Game Pass. It's already there. It's already on Xbox. It's already on PC. Xbox Game Pass. Listen up, Xbox fans. Put this up a little louder. A little louder, Frog. A little louder for them. Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Your company, the company that you bleed green for, your Xbox company, hold it, is taking time out of making new games to make games for the PlayStation 4. Let that sink in a little bit, and I'll give you a sound.
Oh no! We suck again!
They are making 3 years into the new generation of consoles with the PS4. We're talking about mid-gens for PS5. They are making PlayStation 4 games. Think about it. Let that settle in, that they're taking time to make a PS4 version of Grounded. It's not just a PS5 version. It is a PS4 version. That's it. Holy shit, fire red in back. Yeah, exactly. It's incredible. They're pulling out all the stops for the Ant Queens. They're like, no, we're not done with black ants. We're going with red and fire red. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. They're pulling out all the stops. But how crazy is that? Phil has to pay back that $80 billion with interest, frogs. He has to pay that $8 billion with interest. Satya gave him the money. Phil said $80 billion, and now he has to get that money back. He's pulling out all the stops. He's like, this game has to sell. Put it on a PlayStation 4. PS4. Phil was telling you that the Series S booster was a next-gen device and was more related to the PS5. Do you remember those words? The Series S is a next-gen device. It's not even... They're working on a PS4 version. How them apples? That's what Microsoft is doing with your money, with your subscription money. Incredible. Frog, before we move on to the next topic, initial impressions of Rise of the Ronin. The grinders want to hear. Hit that like button, grinders. What do you think about Rise of the Ronin, Frog? Just get your opinion on it.
All right, so
Uh-oh, you're botting. You downloading something?
10 hours into the game. So I got...
Wait, you're botting. I didn't hear that.
No. All right, am I botting now?
No.
Okay. So I got about 10 hours into the game. But mind you, I was doing a lot of side missions and stuff.
Yeah.
So the game, I will be the one to say it's not as bad as I thought it was going to look. This whole PS3 game, it doesn't look like a PS3 game. It looks like a game that was like I said, like it looks like a game that was made for PS4, and then they decided, hey, we're just going to make this for PS5, and at the last minute, it doesn't really have, because I'm comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima, right? So it doesn't to me look as good as Ghost of Tsushima, obviously, but I would say it's kind of on level with like I said, PS5 versions of Assassin's Creed, because none of them look as good as Ghost of Tsushima. So if we just take like an Assassin's Creed game and put the PS5 logo on it, it kind of graphically, it looks like that. It's not a bad looking game. There's some things that are pretty cool about this game, but it's not one of those games that you're gonna go out and be like, oh man, like this is the graphical showcase. It just looks good.
How does it run?
It looks good.
It runs smooth?
So I've been playing back and forth between the 30 and the 60. And I tell you what, man, I can't play it at the 60 because it's blurry. It's
really?
Blurry.
It's one of those like Final Fantasy type things.
It's very like it's very much like a game that you need that graphical fidelity. I want 60, but that graphical fidelity is just it can't be it cannot be 1080p at 60. It got to be like 900p. It doesn't look good. And then the 60, it's like I'm playing on the monitor. It's somewhat seeming to like keep 60 because I started in ray tracing mode, but the ray tracing mode and the 60 frames mode, I think they're both supposed to be 1080p, and one is supposed to be 60, one's supposed to be 30. I took the ray tracing mode off. I just played it. I played it freaking graphics mode 30, and the frame rate seems locked. That 60 mode, it looks like trash. It's a blurry mess. I don't know what's going on with these developers and in this current generation.
But how's the story and how's the gameplay? Like, is that keeping you like pulled in?
The story's pulling me in. And here's what I'll say to anybody that plays it. If you compare it, and like I said, graphics aside, if you can try to compare this to Ghost of Tsushima, it's not a one-to-one comparison. They're two different games. Most people are going to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima, and most people may not like it if you play Ghost of Tsushima because this game is hard. This game is not easy. It's not. Ghost of Tsushima is like a cakewalk. Like I didn't die in that game the whole time I played. This game, probably within the first 3 hours, man.
You said that parry system was tough.
Oh my god! I figured it out, but it took me, bro. I figured it out, but it took me a good freaking 5 hours to really understand the combat in this game because I kept trying to play it like a Ghost of Tsushima type game. This game plays closer to like a Neo or like kind of like a Neo, or if you ever played the Final Fantasy Strangers a Paradise the Origins game,
Uh-huh.
it plays similar to that. It's a Souls light game, but it's not really Souls.
Mm.
So because it tries to be a. Let me tell you, the problem I think I have with this game is it tries to be too many games at once. It's trying to be Ninja Gaiden. It's trying to be Assassin's Creed. It's trying to be a Souls game. It's trying to be
It
a
just
whole bunch
doesn't
of
it
different
doesn't
games
it doesn't
at
come
once.
together?
No, the combat I would say is better.
Okay.
Hold on one second. My wife is texting me.
How's it? Did you do any in a co-op?
So yes, I did do the co-op. I'm trying to focus here. So story wise, I think it's good. It takes you about a good 10 hours to really, if you're doing side missions, it took me 10 hours to really unlock some things that I couldn't understand why it didn't do in the game. And in a 10-hour period, I was like, oh, that's how you there's something called eavesdrop where you can ping the enemy and see them behind buildings, kind of like Ghost of Tsushima where you can
Oh,
see like
okay.
in a red silhouette or what. But it's the reason it took me 10 hours because I was doing nothing but side missions. So you have to play the story to progressively get further to get equipment that you wouldn't normally get. So for gamers who are impatient and they're like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why can't you have to play the story and progress through that to get some of the abilities that you normally would just get earlier in the game. This game is one of those games that, like I said, like you got to progress through the story. If you start doing side mission stuff, excuse me, if you start doing side mission stuff and you're wondering why you can't get some of the abilities, it's because you're not progressing through the story. Some abilities are locked behind the story,
Mm.
which I don't like that. But for what I mean, it sounds like I'm saying a lot negative about this game. I'm really not. What I'm saying about is this game is not Ghost of Tsushima. It's not Souls. It's not Assassin's Creed. It's not Ninja Gaiden. It's all those in one, and it's doing something very different.
Mm.
But anybody who's coming to this game expecting a Ghost of Tsushima type game, you're not gonna really
Yeah,
get
I didn't think
that.
so. Like I can see from
You're
there
not-
the combat definitely looks
Yeah,
cool. Like
you're not
with
gonna
that stuff,
totally
but
get that. You're
but
not
yeah.
gonna go. You're like every game I explained to you, people have said, "Oh, it's similar to this." It's not. It's like a part of that.
Mm.
So you really have to retool and relearn a lot of stuff in this game. It's a good game. I would say it's not a bad game at all. The story is keeping me there. Graphically, I would definitely say it's not a PS3 game. It looks like they ported a PS4 game over and put it on PS5. That's what it looks like. Just straight up point blank, like it's not better looking than Ghost of Tsushima, but it's on par with most
How's
Assassin's
the
Creed.
DualSense stuff? Does it do a lot of stuff with the DualSense?
Not really that I've seen.
No,
Not really.
like
Not
with the
really.
adaptive
Now,
triggers or anything like that.
no, it does not.
Mm.
Now, what I will say is the co-op. How
Yeah.
the co-op works is you can only play the co-op during story related missions and bosses. So like if you're going to a story related mission, it'll say, hey, do you want to play co-op or do you want to bring in some of your NPCs to help you? That's how the co-op works. You only play co-op during boss battle missions. So if you're invading the castle, it's like, hey, there's a mission, you're invading the castle. Do you want to bring in a teammate or do you want to bring in NPCs? And then you can make that decision. I've done it a couple times. It works seamlessly. It's fun, but it doesn't make the game or the enemies easy. These enemies are brutally hard. They will jack you up if you don't know what you're doing. This game, then I said, this game, a lot of people are going to go into this trying to play it like Ghost of Tsushima, and they're going to get frustrated and they're going to die a lot. You cannot play this game like a Ghost of Tsushima game. You really have to play this game like a Sekiro or like a Souls type game. You have to be able to understand parries and guards and all that. Like it takes a learning curve if you go into that mindset. Once I switched my mindset to that Souls type mentality, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
because
okay,
you lose you do lose with the like when you die you lose your karma, right?
You use your karma and your charm
Yeah.
to level up. And what happens is you have to go back to the person that killed you and you have to get a crucial stab, a crucial move on them. So like you have to sneak up behind them and do like an execution move. or something like that. And if you do one of those moves, it'll give it back to you. But then you obviously you don't want to die again because you have to do it again. So it has some Souls-like mentality to it. It's very much a unique play on like it's a unique twist on like a Ghost of Tsushima, but it's not like Ghost of Tsushima by any means outside of the open world. The open world is pretty big. I didn't think it was going to be that big. It's pretty big. And like I said, it's a clean looking game. Even playing, like I said, it at 30, I'm having a good time with the game. I think my biggest problem is it just takes you so long to get certain things. And if you don't continue the story forward, you don't know why you're not getting certain moves and certain elements. And then you start to realize, oh, these are locked behind the story. So I have to play the story. So you have to progressively go forward in the story to kind of see some of the things earlier. In my 10 hours, I've only did, let's see, 1, 2, I think 3 story missions. And there are a lot of story missions. I haven't even made it through chapter 1 completely because I've been doing all the side quests.
You always do the side missions first, and then you do that.
I'm always a side quest guy. So I'm unlocking like these freaking villages.
Are they how the side quests? Are the side quests engaging? Like, are they're
So like if you want to unlock side quests, there's
like do they have like multiple tiers? Like is it like
right? I was gonna say that. Like I haven't ran into many that are drastically different. It like you see somebody, he'll say, hey, somebody stole something from the monk will say somebody stole something from my temple, could you go get it back? You go down there, you can try to talk to the guys and maybe not fight them, but most of the time if your intimidation factor isn't high enough, if you haven't leveled it up, you can't do it. You're gonna have to fight them anyway. And so the missions are different. The side quest missions are different. They're but it's always going to involve you going somewhere, finding some bandits, taking these bandits out, or sneaking into a boat, killing some of the the Brits or English or whoever, the French or whoever basically is there. I think it's a little bit of everybody. I think it's like the British, the French, and so they do vary. They're different, but so far I'm enjoying the game. But like I said, I think that for Team Ninja's first foray into
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna finish what
it's not bad. There's a lot of content here, so I can say
it's just like again. I think it's at the fault of just coming out again with a lot of games too.
Yeah,
like it's just a lot.
It's not the fault is and a major fault is graphically it's not on the go. If it was, I think
the problem is Tsushima exists, and it kind of showed how to do like a pretty, a pretty thing. What's up, Thrifty?
The problem.
I hit my.
If Ghost of Tsushima never existed, this would have been like, oh, this
I can see what you mean.
But because Ghost of Tsushima exists, and you can see
it's always like
comparisons, you like the face, just the way the animations and the face and everything from Ghost of Tsushima to this game, you're like, we see why Sony is the masters of what they do. And at the PlayStation Studios, like Team Ninja, I'm not saying that this game is bad, but damn, like we're talking about a PS4 game, and this game looks like a PS4 game that you just decided to just release on a PS5 in a sense, graphically. I think that does take away some. It does different things. Like it rains, there's weather effects, but it's nowhere on the level of Ghost of Tsushima. So I think the graphics are what people are going to talk about so much because they're going to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima. But like I said, in comparisons to combat, Ghost of Tsushima is ass compared to this game. This game's combat is amazing. Like the combat is what makes this game. The gameplay and the combat is
that's what you're saying before.
This game is hard. And I have a friend who started playing it, and he loves Ghost of Tsushima. He put it down, and he didn't like it because I think he expected it to be easy like Ghost of Tsushima. And because it wasn't as easy as Ghost of Tsushima, he didn't want to learn the mechanics of the game. And I kept telling him this could learn the mechanics. Now that I'm 10 hours in and I've got the mechanics, I'm like, yo, I can go in there and take people's heads off quick. Like, I understand how to play the game, but
I know some of the grinders are saying they don't like the comparison to Ghost of Tsushima all the time with this. I know it's probably hard to do it.
But the comparison is going to be there because they're very similar in a lot of ways. They're very similar in a lot of ways. The only reason you don't compare it is because of some of the Souls elements it has, but that open world, Samurai, Ronin kind of, it's going to be compared, and I understand why it's compared. But, I'll just say, graphically speaking, Ghost of Tsushima is a better game. Combat-wise, this game is better than Ghost of Tsushima. It shits on Ghost of Tsushima in every way possible, combat-wise. So when I say pick it up and play it, I would say if you're not interested in the game that's challenging, don't do it.
Gotcha.
Because it's not easy.
All right.
It's not easy.
Well, thank you for the impressions of there. So we'll see. That came out on Friday with Dragon's Dogma. I spoke about Dragon's Dogma 2. So now we're at the part right before we're going to go into this whole the Xbox podcast and the Xbox handheld. Frog came on at a great time. We're going to go to the voting. The voting has closed. So members voting have voted on the song release that will be released to everyone today. And let's go to the polls and see. Intermission music. Here we go. Oh, not that. I don't want to hide that thing. Here we go. Members, you had to vote between the Xbox Series 10 song, Brunch No Crunch, Helldivers 2 Jam, and Power on Xbox. And the winner is, with 41%, Brunch No Crunch has won. That will now go to the public and be released for all to hear. And being a gaming grinder and being on the show right now, you will get the preview before anybody else gets to hear it. So this will be going public. Here it is, the brand new song from the game. Where's my new song, Phil Ness? Brand new song. Here it is, new music. Phil, get ready. He's excited. Phil's excited. He likes this one. This one's about him. He's liking about this one. So everybody, hit that like button, share it out. I should get my DJ Khaled. New music. Here it is. You voted on it. VIPs, Ultimate Grinders. If you want access to more songs that are only in the Grinds Pass, I'm going to call it the Grinds Pass. That's the Ultimate Grinder, is the Grinds Pass that gets all the music when it's released, and you have all the songs. You don't have to wait till it gets voted in. Now, without further ado, the one that's voted by the Grinders to be released today, Brunch No Crunch. Enjoy. Hit that like button. New music. We're going to the Caribbean. It's vacation time, everybody.
Woke up this morning, feeling so inspired. Got my cup of coffee, ready to get wired. I opened up my laptop, loads of code to write. But my mind's on brunch, can't wait for a bite. Yum, yum. Brunch, no crunch, that's my game. Coated in munching, it's all the same. Working hard, never missing out. Brunching all the way, without a doubt. We have a top-notch break room with all the coffee and snacks you can consume. On weekdays, booty comes with a coffee. We can't believe it is all free. The real workers are behind the frosted glass, while Sue drives her scooter again right past. Then there is Phil doing cartwheels down the hall. There's no wonder nothing gets done at all. It's brunch and no crunch. It's brunch and no crunch. Just another day with Matt Booty running the show. He has us, City Max and Activision to go. We just wait for brunch to that. Sue gets on the scooter. Phil goes back to slow motion cartwheels and gets back to it board games. And then we do it all the same tomorrow. See you at brunch. No crunch.
And there it is, Grinders, as voted on by you. New music, new music. Welcoming to Gaming Grindhouse Records. There we go. So shout out to you for voting in your next song. And there it is. Crunch, no crunch. Will be made public right now. So, you like that song? Hit that like button. You like that song, dude? That was Booty Studios, Booty Serving That Coffee. And you know, speaking about it, we're going into let's talk about Booty and talk about that Xbox podcast here. Where is that? Let me turn off this thing here, and let's go to boom. Here it be. So as I was settling in and making some videos, I specifically was listening to this statue right here where Booty was allowed to speak. You like the tropical music, that's right. Yes, and by the way, that is there. Ultimate Grinders. You can listen to that. The Grinds Pass over there. Listen to the music as I make them. There will be a new one dropping tonight. Before I get into this, a new one dropping tonight for the Ultimate Grinders Grinds Pass over there, where you'll get a new song coming in. So there you go. Well, Josh Ayers, a year member. There he goes. He goes on to the Golden Grinders. Josh Ayers becomes a Golden Grinder. 1 year of grinding. What a year. Hey, thank you so much, Josh. Thank you for your support, man. Yeah, so a new song will be dropping for the Grinds Pass Ultimate Grinders for them. That song will be that's based off of this. So look forward to that too if you're in that Ultimate tier. Now, if you get a VIP here, feel free to level up and be there just like Kiri 86 just did. Welcome to the Ultimate Grinders, man. Get to that song. You'll get a brand new song tonight. I just dropped one yesterday as well. So thank you so much. And yeah, just like Kiri 86, and you can upgrade your gifted memberships or just go right to the Grinds Pass of the Ultimate Grinder and get the songs as they release, hear them and vote on them and determine who listens to it and when they're going to listen to it. But you get the whole playlist. Back to the booty. So this is the part I was listening to. And then I'm head scratching. Frog, I'm head scratching with this thing. And I know you have to listen to the video on this thing. But is this the part?
Yeah, what are you head scratching about?
So it was the part of this Xbox depression podcast here that they did. And yeah, thank you, Kiri. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you like the song. There's plenty of awesome songs. You're going to listen to a whole bunch of them and enjoy them, man. And definitely for all the Ultimate Grinders that are listening to the music as I release it, definitely give me feedback. Give me some suggestions. Whatever you want. I want the songs to be created by you guys. And you guys could let me know. Maniola's just upgraded. Hey, you love those songs? That's right. Yes, I want you to help me make these songs. So yes, definitely tell me topics and give me the feedback if you like it, you don't like it, what you like. And then we'll put it on the polls so everybody could then vote on them and we'll make them public, but you'll get the access to them first. Yo, thank you, Maniola. So shout out to you, man. Welcome to the Ultimate Grinders. We'll get you on the list for next week. But yeah, the group therapy session, right? Yeah. So there's the part when Booty, like Phil gives Booty the look. So you can see the look right here. I don't know if I could zoom in. Phil gives Booty the look. And, oh, there it goes. No, not that one. Booty. What is going on, Booty? Phil gives him the look. I can't,
been good for players. How does that?
I can't even zoom in on Phil. Like he allows Booty to speak right here. Here's Phil. Well, you know what? It's not even zooming in. This is horrible.
We've sort of seen this inversion over the last 5 years where
Booty's allowed to talk. All right. So when Booty talks, everybody listens. When my hand goes up, your ass goes. And Booty's allowed to talk. So he's allowed to talk right here. So he talks about this, Frogs. And yeah, welcome, Bill. How you doing, man? How you doing?
it used to be that the platform was the biggest thing.
Here we go again.
And the games would sort of tuck in within the platform. Today,
it changed our.
It was the part. Is this
some core principles? First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform.
No.
Cross-play and cross-save.
There it is. That's the one.
Second.
So, Frog, this whole thing, when he goes down the list of Bootynomics, and he goes in there and he says about what their first-party games are, the second point is about this cross-save, cross-progression. Now, the Phil Nest is in the air because this guy says about this cross-save and stuff. And I did a head scratcher when I was listening to this, and I was making it for the new video that the brand new Ultimate Grinders, Maniolis, and Kiri are going to listen to this evening. when I listened to the booty conversation, and he was mentioning about cross save and cross progression, and I'm sitting here going, "Frog, don't they do that already?" Like when you get a game on Xbox Game Pass,
they did, but
they do it. Why is he talking about it?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so let's listen to it and then we'll recap it. So here we go. This is what he says. Bootynomics. Here we go. Go take it away, Booty.
Big games like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform.
First, oh man, see, we keep missing it. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just getting so.
As Phil mentioned,
things
like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform.
Look at Phil. He's giving him the eyes. He's like, Booty, don't use. Look at Phil. Booty. You know the rules, Booty. Bootynomics 1, 2, 3. You're allowed to say 3 things. You're allowed to say 3 things, Booty. Okay.
Form.
Yeah,
and that really has changed the way that we think about things. So in the midst of all that, I think we at First Party can come back to sort of some core principles. First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform. Second, all of our games will go into Game Pass on day 1. And third, we know that
So first, games will be on Xbox platform. 2, they will go into Game Pass. And then 3. This is the weird one. Oh, you grinders like that? Grind.
Oh, this coffee smells like shit.
It is shit, Austin.
Oh, good, then it's not just me.
Oh, that was
Game Pass will only be available on Xbox. So there's sort of starting points for us. As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only can be found on Xbox. And at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that. Kind of moving aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player, to me, the 2 key things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver on the promise of Xbox, which is play with your friends where they are, play on the devices you want, play the games you want. So that is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily built to take advantage of that. There still will be some games that don't. As we bring more teams into the Xbox family, there's some catch up to do as we get there. But that cross-play, cross-save is like so fundamental to what we're doing, and I think is something that we as First Party get such a good benefit from being so close to the platform.
What the hell is he talking about? Cross-save and cross-play. Not all their games are doing that, and as they get more teams on, ooh, what? Let's hear it again. I need to hear it because he was talking a lot of mumbo jumbo.
That is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player. To me, the 2 key things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver on the promise of Xbox, which is play with your friends where they are, play on the devices you want, play the games you want. So that.
So cross save and cross play. This is so when I heard this, I'm like, he really is. There's something up here, right? So this is weird. First off, Frog, let me ask you a question. If you are looking to have your game played by more players, would it matter about cross saves? So if I have I release a game, for example, Grounded, say. And I've sold Grounded on PC. I've sold it on Xbox. It is on xCloud. And now I'm bringing Grounded over to PlayStation. Do I care about cross saves? Does Sony care about cross saves when they put the game on Steam? I beat Horizon. Does that mean if I buy Horizon Forbidden West, I have the completion on Steam? Stunned. This is what I don't understand. See, I'm stunned as well. Cross saves. If you have cross saves, that means they want you to leave the box that you're playing on and go play on another box. Do you hear? And Phil said another thing too in one of these other interviews where he said they don't look at PC as a window. It is a platform. I got to go get that interview from him. Sony sees PC as a window. But why would you care about cross saves if you're not trying to migrate people over to other platforms? Like, that's what I would think. Like, who cares if the people that are playing on Xbox have their save on PlayStation? What does it matter? Just buy it again and play it on PlayStation. The first time it's on PlayStation. Why is that a very essential part? And then on top of that, they already do this. If you buy a game on Xbox, it's Play Anywhere. If you buy it in if you buy it on the Windows Store, you're able to have your save go with you. But if you buy it on Steam, your save doesn't work with you. That's where he says that stuff doesn't work. You got to buy it on there. So if you buy Xbox and you buy Starfield, and then you will buy Starfield and you get it on Game Pass on PC, it's a fragmented market. They made this insane. They confused the hell out of everybody. That's why people are going to go cross-eyed just hearing this kind of conversation here. If you buy Starfield on Xbox, or you get it on PC, right? You get Starfield through Game Pass. If you buy it, if you play it on xCloud, your save goes with you. If you get it on PC Game Pass, your save is with you. If you get it on Xbox, your save is with you. But if you buy Starfield on Steam and you also get it in Game Pass, those saves do not work, from my understanding. Is that true? Grinders, correct me if I'm wrong there. If you bought Starfield on Steam, I don't know if anybody bought some, but if you buy a game on Steam, that save does not translate if you get it in Windows Store or if you get it on Xbox, because they don't connect to the Xbox servers to transfer your save. Is that true? That's my understanding, because that's from my experience. That's what I believe. Now, I don't know, maybe some games do that, but that does not happen all the time. Minecraft, however, does work because you got to log into the Microsoft account, where that's where you have your save stored. So unless they want everybody to log into a Microsoft account, and it's not cross-buy either. That's right, Wana. You don't get it. It's because they have, when they say PC, it's so confusing because they have the Windows Store, the Xbox Store where Game Pass exists, then they got their game on Steam. Those are not the same games. Those are not the same games. The one on Steam supports mods, do all this other stuff. The one on Xbox Game Pass thing, on PC Game Pass, doesn't work. You can manually transfer the save. So you could go into the files tree and grab it from, because those apps, you could do that. Yeah, so the developer has to do it. So this is what's interesting, Brian. So the developers are going to have to do cross-play and cross-thing, the third party. That's where I'm so confused. So it says GMG, logging into Microsoft account counts their MAU, of course, obviously. There's a third-party save converter. So thank you, Kiri. So there's a save converter, but it doesn't just happen like he's trying to make it sound like. But again, that is like, say, Baldur's Gate, right? Baldur's Gate developers did that, right? Baldur's Gate developers did that. They could do that, cross-save and cross-progression. The developer could do it, but he's talking about it from a first-party perspective, right? This is what he's talking about, just Xbox. He's not talking about other people. So I don't know what, this is what I don't understand. What the hell are they doing? What do they offer? This was the head scratcher. I'm like, what do they offer? When you say, when Phil says, you come to us and we play more games to more players on more people. How, Phil? How? Is it by putting it in Game Pass? By giving you money to put my game on the service? Is that how you, is that the, what are you trying to sell me? Because I don't understand what you offer. If I just go put my game on Steam, how do you give me something that's better than that? Steam has a Steam Deck. I put it on Steam, and that's a huge market. I put it on PlayStation 5. That's a huge console market. I'm good. I'm set as a developer. What the hell are you giving me? So if I give it to you, then you got to put it in Game Pass. That means that I don't get paid for how the game sells. You give me money and it goes in your service. When it goes in your service, then people could play it on a phone. Is it cross-buy? Some games are cross-buy, some games aren't. If it's in Game Pass, remember, they fragmented that market as well. If a game launches, it's in cloud. It could be cloud and PC. It could be console and cloud. It could be cloud and PC and console. Remember, they could do this crazy. It's all over the place. They fragmented the market. The PC, Death Stranding. Remember Dusty Bin? Dusty Bin talking about Death Stranding playable in the Game Pass? Yeah, it's on PC Game Pass. It's not on console. So now, what is the world? Are you saying that every third-party game that goes into your service, you're going to do cross-play and cross-progression? It's so confusing as to what are you offering, because you don't even do it with your own games. And now, as you're getting these games, what the hell are you doing?
We want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue.
So what he's saying here is that we're going to put our games that we have on Xbox, and they are going to work on PlayStation and Switch, and your save will go with you. That's what it sounds like. This is specifically talking about you leave Xbox and go play a game. Is that incentive to bring in more players? Is that people, to what Phil said, get people excited about Xbox? You're making it so easy for somebody to go, I don't need this console. I could just get rid of it. I'm going to go play Grounded on PlayStation. My save comes with me. My progress comes with me. I don't need an Xbox anymore. I get all that. Plus, I get to play all their games. And I don't need an Xbox. So why are you so keen on transferring saves to PlayStation, to your competition? Just have them buy it. Sony doesn't do that. Sony just let you play the game, go through it again. Your save don't go with you. And this is for their games that nobody wants to play anyway.
To look at that. Kind of moving aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player, to me, the two key things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver on the promise of Xbox, which is play with your friends.
The promise of Xbox. So you mean the promise of Xbox is to play on PlayStation? It is so crazy. Like, you wouldn't care so much about cross progression and cross saves if you weren't trying to migrate people from your platform. If you wanted to retain people, you would just put Grounded over there and just say, start up a new account. Why are you making it easier for people to just say, I can go play PlayStation and it's the same over there? But how's that the promise of Xbox, to make sure your save goes with you to PlayStation and to Nintendo?
Where they are, play on the devices you want.
Play on the devices you want.
Play the games you want. So,
well, they don't want your games.
That is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to decision, and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily.
So what do you say? Not of our games today? Where's my closed captioning? Not all of our games today are necessarily
built to take advantage of that.
So let me explain something to you. Brian, let me explain something to you. And this is where, and I wish I could find that other one where PC is not Portal. Because that was another one. That was another. This is where they fall flat on their face. They want you off Xbox, Josh. Like, that's what it sounds like. Because why would this thing, it's a platform. And that's where I want to know where the hell. Was it here? No, that was last year. Oh, man. Just searching on the internet, I just found some juice. Oh, man. Phil Ness juice. Oh, man. Pause. Yeah, so would I want to? So what Phil said in an interview, and trust me, I'll find this on this thing. King Thrash, what's up, man? Yo, you'll find it. Find it. Phil just said recently in an interview. I don't know if it was recently in an interview. He said that we look at PC as a platform. We don't look at PC as a portal, as a window, and that's what he said. And he's like, and then he proceeds to go, yeah, we got to fix things on the PC. Like, that's the problem. You're talking a big talk, but when it comes down to it, your Xbox app sucks ass. Your PC integration sucks. It is confusing all over the place. Where PlayStation just says, hey, here's the game on Steam, calls, we're out of here. And he goes on to say how he values the PC as a platform. He don't see it as a portal. He sees it as a platform. So if you believe so much in PC as a platform for you, then how the hell do you suck so much with the Xbox app? And he says it. On top of that, we're going to get into when he talks about the handheld and all the things he has to complain about. Here we go again. Booty, the promise of Xbox is to make your games go where they are. Go where you want to go. Your games and your saves go with you. So then he goes,
going to be able to move across all those parts. Things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver
the two most important things. Yeah, he says
so those are sort of starting points for us. As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only can be found on Xbox. And at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that. Kind of moving aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player. To me, the two key things are cross-play and cross.
The two key things.
Play with your friends where they are. Play on the devices you want.
We don't have all of them doing that.
So that is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily.
Not all of our games today are necessarily built for that
level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts.
How is this not being done?
So not all of our games today are necessarily built to take advantage of that. There still will be some games that don't. As we bring,
there's still games that don't. Well, then how do you complete your vision of Xbox? How can you get up there and make a promise going, the promise of Xbox is go where you want to go and your game and save and progress comes with you? If that is your key essential vision of Xbox everywhere, then how the hell is that not number one bullet point on every frigging game you have? How can you sit here and go, well, not all of them are going to have it. Some of them are going to have this. We're trying to, as we bring in more teams into the Xbox family.
More teams into the Xbox family. There's some catch up to do as we get there. But that cross-play,
catch up to do till we get there. So you're telling me it doesn't work. You're telling me this is yet another vision. If these are key essential things, if the PC is a platform and not a window, then how do you sit there and let the Xbox app suck ass? How do you sit there and let games release without cross saves and cross progressions? How, if these are key things, why are you catching up, Swagbag? That's what I need to answer. Why do they have to catch up if this stuff is key elements? He is Booty Games. He is the Booty Barista. He sees everybody. You know? He walks in there.
Booty bouncing from the studio. Trash finger in tow. Making quality suck. But Phil says it's a go.
He's the boss.
Even with trash finger, I'ma touch the sky. Oh yeah, booty bounce, trash finger quality. Yeah.
He is the finger. He goes in there. He's the boss. He says, I want cross save and cross progression. Make it work. I'm the boss. You're playing catch up. There is the messaging faux pas that they've always had. They talk and talk and talk like these things are so important and so essential to their vision. but in the application, it's a crapshoot. Oh, well, some games are going to have it. Some games won't. Some games are going to do this. Some games won't. Some games will have cross progression. We're working on it. We got to catch up. You're done. The boat has sailed. It left the port. It is gone. And if your games are not ready when they go hit Switch and PlayStation, they're gone. That's it. There's no more catching up. You're not catching up. You're done. Nobody cared about them then, and nobody will care about them now. There's no time to catch up. And if that is your vision, that is the essential, that's what I don't understand. How the hell is there catch up when that is number one, the key priority from the vice president, Booty Bomb? The vice president, the boss of all the studios. He's there. He has on his performance review, I will do key, cross progression. How are there games being released that doesn't have that? Are they saying, Booty, go get your coffee? I'm not talking to you. They still got to get there. They're still talking about the future. They said the same thing 5 years ago. They're still trying to get there. And then as I'm searching the webs, there we go. Look at this. Won't you think, why did this pop up? Phil Spencer discusses the importance of platform exclusives. Excuse me?
Gaming.
What you watching, little bro? Caught you in 20K HDR 1200 FPS Super Nintendo iOS 49 Blu-ray Ultraviolet Radiation 1080p PlayStation 5.
Titles like Starfield won't be available on other platforms. Phil Spencer says, I don't think I'll ever said Starfield was not going to be exclusive to Xbox. I think what I said was we're going to take it case by case. I said we're not going to pull games that are on other platforms. We'll continue those communities to grow. Elder Scrolls Online has been doing their content. They have always been on PlayStation. We have updated Fallout 76. Quote, exclusive titles in the console space is part of the business. All platform holders do it. They are marketing beats for the platform. Our competitors have a lot of exclusives, so we're launching new games on Xbox, PC, and cloud. Some of those won't be available on other competing platforms. But there is no example in Bethesda of pulling something away from PlayStation community. Oh my goodness. This is before they found out about Redfall and Starfield with the court documents. Lies upon lies upon lies. But, yeah, but on top of that, Josh, not only was he putting games in the frosted glass rooms while this was going on, he also told Redfall dev, stop making the PlayStation version. Starfield, stop making the PlayStation version. Pulling something away from PlayStation or us continuing not to update. I think people playing more games across more devices is just where gaming is going. And then he counters that whole thing of exclusivity with, I think people playing more games across more devices. Phil, wake up call. McFly, we saw the NPDs. Guess what games they're not playing? Your games. I love it. This man always says more people playing games across more devices. They're not playing your games, bitch. They're not playing your games. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Who are you? Whose games are they playing? Not yours. They're not playing your games. You're begging for Helldivers. You're e-begging for Helldivers. Oh, please, please, please. What about Halo? You left them mess of cheeks, ass chapped in the wind. That's what you did. You took your Halo franchise and put them face down, ass up like a friggin' ostrich. Take off that armor, bitch. That's what you did to them. Whose games they're playing? They're not playing your games. Horizon Forbidden West, selling on Steam charts. Whose games they're playing? They're not playing yours. More games on more devices, not your games. That's the problem, dude. You could talk about more games, more devices, but look at the MPDs. They're not playing your games. They're not your games. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking like you got games that people are playing. Minecraft. Is that what you're talking about? Minecraft. MPDs. Minecraft's at 18. Shut up. Like you have no horse in the race. He is like a person that goes to a friggin' off-track betting and talks all this shit and doesn't bet on a horse. That's what he is. You imagine, or a person that you want to take to casinos. Think about Phil Spencer's that friend that you're gonna take to the casinos, and all he does is talk about how you're betting wrong and what you should do and what this, but he won't put a dime on any one of those friggin' games. But he's talking all this shit. It's like, dude, you don't have a pot to piss in, and you're telling me how to bet. That's Phil Spencer. That's the friend you take to the casinos, and he don't bet on anything and just follows your ass around and tells you what he should do. You know what? You just put it on this. Strategy says this. The data shows this. The data says if you put it on red and then you put it in the quadrants, you're going to get this. The data says if you spin the wheel, are you going to play? No, I'm not playing. That's Phil. He talked more gamers than more places. They're not playing your games. What data are you looking at? Are you counting marbles? The hell are you talking about? That's the thing. You come off like you're this know-it-all. Like, I'll tell you about what the data shows. Dude, you're looking at data of ass. That's right. They left Master Cheeks out in the cold. His ass chapped.
Both Matt and Sarah did a really nice job of talking about what we're doing on Xbox, where we're going.
Where we're going. We're still going. We're still going, Phil, on the goddamn clown parade. We're still going. Where we're going. Dude, he's been telling us where we're going for the last decade. We're still going. We're still going on the Phil Ness train to nowhere. Trust me, we'll get there soon.
If you take a platform feature like Xbox Play Anywhere.
Dude brings up Xbox Play Anywhere. Shit hasn't been talked about since 2018. And not all games support Xbox Play Anywhere. Xbox Play Anywhere. Let's go look. Xbox Play Anywhere. Let's see. Did you update their website? What the hell is this trash ass Bing? This Copilot sucks ass. There we go. That's another thing. All talk. Copilot. There's another garbage. Here's your Xbox Play Anywhere. There's another list. Another list. Xbox Play Anywhere. All right. Guys, Xbox Play Anywhere. It's been around since 2017, since Windows 10. Incredible. Let's see. That's it? That's it? All right. Drum roll, please. Where's my drum roll? You want to know about Xbox Play Anywhere, grinders? Let's talk about Xbox Play Anywhere. There it is. Guess how many games Xbox Play Anywhere, Phil? Tell me again. Tell me again, Phil. Here we go. Holy crap. There we go, Phil. There's your number. Xbox Play Anywhere started with Quantum Break.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh, no. Holy Spirit.
A whopping 319 games since Quantum Break are Play Anywheres. What a program. What a program. What is it, 7 years, 8 years of gaming? 300 games. Oh, man, Phil, you're really knocking it out of the park with this program. Is it true that maybe not a lot of people want to buy once and play twice? Is that developers don't want that? Let's see these wonderful 300 games. Let's see. Arc 1, Secret Neighbor, Super Hot, Observation, Bulkware, Falconeer Chronicles, PJ Masks, Tram Simulator, Dark Gems. Oh, man, we got some fucking bangers in here. Colorful Boy, Dungeons of Shithead, Rough Ganna, Illuminati. Oh, man, these are some play. I can't wait. You mean my $10 goes this far? Mortal Kombat, Tenderfoots, One Lead. Half of these games are free. These games are zero. Phil, what are we doing here? Half of these games are zero. Fishing Planet, Asphalt Legends. Shit. Fallout Shelter, Killer. These games are zero, Phil. You're giving out free games to play on both both on PC and Xbox? This is incredible. What a deal. These games are $0 for free. No wonder they suck. They're giving out games for free. These are the featured list. Shit, I don't know what the hell's on the other list. Halo Infinite's free. What the hell's going on here? What are we doing, Phil? Let's see what upcoming games are. Oh, wow. Look at the upcoming games. Can't wait. Can't wait, Phil. Just like playing. What were you saying about Play Anywhere? The future? Where we're going? I just clicked on upcoming games for Play Anywhere and I hit no games. Shit. Look at this. There's Xbox model. Goddamn Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer! Phil Spencer!
Everywhere you click, no games.
Let's go! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Then what happens? I said, let's look at some upcoming Play Anywhere titles. There's my answer. There's my answer. I did this live.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Hey, you want to know why, QG? You want to know nobody cares? Because this is the Windows trash-ass store. Nobody cares about the Windows store. That's why nobody gives a shit. Look at the games that are in there. That's it, upcoming. What a program, Phil. Tell me again about Play Anywhere.
Which has been a promise that we've made on our first-party games, that you can buy our game once.
That's about as far as it goes.
Play across Xbox and Windows. I think we're the only platform that does this.
Yeah, you're the only platform that does that because it's the only one that works with the Windows Store. See what I mean? This is the bullshit double talk that they have. He says Windows. That's not Steam. That is the Windows bullshit store. That is this one where you have casino listed 25 goddamn times. Near this store. That's taking forever to load up. Here you go. These fucking bangers that we see all the time. This is the store that he's talking about. Let's go to gaming, Phil. Let's go. Holy shit. Look at this. What a deal. What a deal. Hidden City. Look, this is what we're talking about here. When you say you're the only platform that does this, Phil. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, shit. Solitaire. Microsoft Jigsaw. Holy shit. I wish the one that saw cut the head off. Here you go. Cradle of Empires. This is that wonderful store that you're talking about. Phil, what is this again? This is where you talk about the real stuff.
Gaming.
Oh, shit. Here it is. Gaming. Look at all these puzzle games. Look at this. Look at this gloriness. Look at this. World Series, 1 million free chips. Look at the townships. Bermuda Adventures. Wait, we got more. Spider Heck. Oh, yeah, there's a Yakuza thrown in there for some reason. And then there's a Persona. Next to all this other trash. Casino and slots. Club Vegas slots. This is what on Windows. Say what it is, Phil. This is where you can play cross games. On this piece of shit app. This is a platform, you said. You care so much about PC. The goddamn slots. Keep going.
That makes it possible for you not only to play with your friends wherever they are, but to know that you actually have multiple entitlements to the games. I think that's a technology I would love to see applied to more platforms.
Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? You think Nintendo says you buy it once and you can play it everywhere for free? PlayStation says you bought Horizon on PlayStation, you could get it for free when you get it on Steam? Who's going to do that, Phil? Your poor ass is going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it. What do you mean you're going to do this on more platforms? Who will give their games buy once all over the place, Phil? Nobody's doing it. We're streaking. We're streaking. Everybody's doing it. No, Phil, it's just you. It's just you in the street. You think they're coming. No, they're not coming, Phil. It's just you streaking. You're the only nutcase in the streets with no clothes on. But we're going to the quad. We're all streaking. Everybody's going to do it. No, Phil. Nobody's doing it. It's just you. Who's everybody? Let me look. There's nobody behind you, Phil. You're the only one doing this. They said they were following. No, they're not, Phil. We're all going streaking. No, Phil, we're not.
But it is this view that people are going to play Xbox in multiple places.
Xbox fans, turn it up a little bit. So when you went out there and when you did backflips, hold on. This is just torturous. This is just insane. The lies coming out of the Phil Ness. So let me ask you something. So So when you went out there, and did this.
Get sucked into the game for hours. It's a new level.
When you went out there and did this celebration.
I mean, the graphics look incredible. It's
Oh,
the best I've ever
my
seen.
God, look at
It
this.
makes every game look really beautiful.
Holy sh!
Oh my God. Biggest fan. Here she is. Where's her? Phil, why is she not sitting next to you? What's going on here?
My first reaction.
Ronda Rousey. What's going on,
hey,
Phil?
I'm just,
So when all these
texting everyone I know,
celebrities,
telling them
where
they're
are
having
they
a
now,
Xbox One X.
Phil?
It's not a big
It's
deal.
you and a guy named Ass sitting on a bench. Where are the celebrities now? What it is? Phil, where's the celebrities now? It's you and a guy named Ass. That's who's on the bench. So all these people lining up, the Rock areas, handing out consoles. All these people said, you know, when I buy this device, I mean Xbox everywhere, right? Yeah. Aaron Greenberg. Look at all these people lined up. Why are they lined up to buy a device when Xbox is everywhere? I don't get it. The view. Look, they're playing music. Look, these guys. Oh man, they're playing the Phil Net. Where's the flute? Oh, is this better than my songs? Oh my God.
When we
Phil, what was? Oh, here's Phil.
Told us you wanted certain things from us.
Oh.
You wanted power.
Oh.
You wanted community.
Oh.
You wanted choice.
Oh.
This is the console that developers asked us to build.
Oh.
A console that had no boundaries.
Oh.
No compromises.
No limitations.
compromises.
The highest res.
The most powerful graphics processor.
The best frame rate.
True 4K resolution.
Oh
8
my-
CPU cores.
Oh,
over
CPU
320
cores out the
gigabytes per
ass.
second of memory bandwidth.
The most powerful console ever made.
Oh my. Phil, but wait, I need to go back to the tapes. What did we say?
Whether technology I would love to see applied to more platforms.
Wait, what was that?
But it is this view that people are going to play Xbox in multiple places.
Really?
Whether it.
You know what? I feel like Phil. This guy didn't get the message. This guy right here. This guy didn't get the message right here.
A monster.
You're gonna be playing this guy. Somebody gotta tell this guy right. This guy didn't get the message. Mr. Backflip, man, they love their cartwheels and backflips. I don't know what it is about Xbox, but they love their freaking cartwheels and backflips. It's a goddamn 3-ring circus. Somebody gotta tell this guy midair, you don't need the console, sir. Stop doing cartwheels in the goddamn store. Stop doing backflips. You don't need to be the console. We don't need a console. Somebody tell this man he does not need. Tell him in midair. We got more backflips. Somebody tell these people they don't need a console. No console required. Oh, no, you don't need it, lady. You don't need it. You don't need. No. You don't. Nope. You don't need it. Somebody tell Circus Phil over here. I don't know what is this place. He's like, I saw the guy do the cartwheels at the studio. I'm gonna do flips at the store. Somebody tell him midair. Tell this guy midair, mid 360. Somebody tell him right there, right before he's about to land, you don't need this, sir. Somebody tell this man he does not need a console. Stop doing backflips and cartwheels. He's like, but I saw the devs on the Developer Direct. Phil, what was that again? All these people, Phil. The vision is Xbox, you don't need this. Dude is doing a full backflip in the store that they don't make anymore. Full head backflips. Most of them backflip. Midair. Somebody tell this man that he don't need. I'll say, sir, you don't need this console. What are you doing the backflip for? All right, back to Phil. That guy didn't get the message. And tell me why people are pissed. No games, Phil. No games. Yeah, Phil.
It's play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, whether it's content, community, and cloud.
Look at this.
Whether it's when everybody plays, we all win. Like we've had different taglines, different strategy, kind of words that we've used, but always.
Yeah, you're still using friggin' words because none of this shit is real. Twisted Sync with the $5. He goes, Phil, don't make me do a backflip again for the love of God. Phil likes, yo, man, he loves everybody doing cartwheels for him. Look at Phil. Oh, he's telling you, he's like, guys, I'm telling you. The store's in the ET hole.
With this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players.
What? Again, what are you talking about? It is the platform for developers to reach the most players. Phil, are we like, what world do you live in? What world are we talking about here? Chris Dring, why don't we tell them? Why don't we explain to them what just happened at GDC? Please, somebody clear up this. Phil, what was that again?
I heard it from because that's the other thing I heard. I heard it from a very prominent company and
a very prominent company. And Phil, just for the record, Phil, what was that again?
Cloud, whether it's when everybody plays, we all win. Like we've had different taglines, different strategy, kind of words that we've used, but always with this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players. Our investments in xCloud, our investments in franchises like Minecraft and now Call of Duty and other large franchises so that we learn how to build those.
We learn how to build those. Like, what does owning Minecraft and Call of Duty matter to a developer that wants to put a game on your platform? I don't know. I don't understand this logic. Because you could just name drop Minecraft and now Call of Duty. What do you mean that you...
Cloud, whether it's when everybody plays, we all win. Like we've had different taglines, different strategy, kind of words that we've used, but always with this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players.
So what does Minecraft and Call of Duty have to do that for other developers? Chris Dring, explain this to us, please. I need answers. So just hot off the press of GDC that just ended this week. Let's hear.
Because that's the other thing I heard. I heard it from a very prominent company and one not so prominent. Was Xbox's performance in Europe is just flatlining. Praise one major company who released a big game last year said, "I don't know why we bothered supporting it." Wow. And it's we've already got. We mentioned on a previous podcast we'd heard that retailers in Europe were considering or had already been cutting back their Xbox stock on their shelves and whether hardware games, that kind of thing. I think Xbox is in real trouble as a hardware manufacturer. And that was the thing that came out of GDC for me, because I always just thought, I've always been the belief, it's the Game Pass delivery system, it's good, it's got a good UI, it's got a good controller, it's if you like Xbox games, it's probably the best way to play them, etc. I thought it would be fine, but then I didn't really factor in that some developers and publishers might just go, yeah, I don't, is there any point? And that is when you can lose it.
Backing up what you've been hearing at GDC, I had a press release over the weekend from an indie studio, essentially apologising to the Xbox community for not producing. Essentially, this game came out and they mentioned it might be on Xbox, and apparently this game has just come out and it's not on Xbox, and they said, well, we couldn't do it. We couldn't it's all a cost, isn't it? Particularly for smaller studios, it's a cost, creating a whole other version for a whole other platform, even if that platform is similar to PC or similar architecture. It still costs and time and energy that goes into that pour. And if you're not convinced you're going to get the return on that, then as you said, they're going to focus on PC, PS5. Some studios, particularly indies, might even focus on Switch before Xbox, because the audience is so small.
The audience is so small that they're saying, why did we, from a prominent company, why are we even developing for this? Phil, what is the vision? I love these quotes here.
Words that we've used, but always with this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players.
And notice that he doesn't say console. He says our cloud. Watch.
Our investments in xCloud, our investments in franchises like Minecraft and now Call of Duty and other large franchises so that we learn how to build those. This has been a strategy that...
He doesn't say console. He doesn't say console. He's like, our investments in xCloud. That is the answer. He thinks they offer. So the question that I asked earlier, what the hell is Microsoft offering to people that just say a developer, just like what Chris Dring said, I'm just going to put my game on, it's not worth it putting it on that small install base. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to put it on PC and PlayStation and probably even a Switch before I even consider, because the install base is so low. And you're sitting there going like, well, what is Microsoft talking about? Like, they are the one to bring more gamers to more players. They're talking about one thing. And that's the one thing that destroyed the whole brand as we know it today. And that is xCloud. They focus so much on the stupid cloud that they abandon the thing that developers to develop for. You remember, their cloud is built on consoles. Well, Phil should have really embraced selling consoles to increase production of games for said console, to then increase production and utilization of the cloud. Nope, that's not what they did. Instead, they abandoned the console, said don't buy a console. Then they said, oh, use xCloud. xCloud cannot even be purchased by itself. A developer cannot even develop for xCloud. They have to develop for an Xbox. Well, if the Xbox install base is so minuscule, then I'm not going to develop for Xbox. Well, guess what happens, everybody? Logic. They don't develop for xCloud. So if Xbox console loses, xCloud loses. That's where this dopey bastard never saw the light. He said he diminuized the console, and in turn diminuized the whole thing of xCloud. So that is the reason why they're in the state that they're in right now, because nobody gives a flying shit about xCloud. And he could talk about we're offering more to more players. Dude, nobody cares. Nobody cares. What? Not me.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Don't let me say it. Let Stephen A say it. They don't care. That's the problem. And because Sony and Nintendo are so ingrained and they're coming out with game after game and on the NPDs and game after game, Phil's message gets muddier and cloudier every single time he opens his mouth, because every single time he is talking in this little pipe dream, this world where Sony and Nintendo don't exist, and his little cloud is floating around somewhere, smiling on everybody, and everybody's paying for him, and Satya's patting him on the back. Well, Phil, that never happened and never will happen, because Sony and Nintendo, just like you said on the court, and you said it when you were crying your ass off on that XCast podcast with Mr. Yellow Chair, going like, Sony just makes it hard for us to be Xbox, and that's not on them, that's on us. Well, you damn goddamn right. That's exactly what it is. And look what you did. You destroyed your branding, your identity. You are not even, the reason why xCloud even exists is because you got it bundled with Game Pass. If it was just on its own, like Stadia, that shit would be, how many subscribers, Phil? How many? But because it's bundled with Game Pass, you could be like, oh, we got 34 million subscribers on cloud. That doesn't mean they're using it. And Sarah Bond said, it's just people testing out games. It's not new audiences. So cloud isn't even doing shit. And nobody's buying the bullshit that you're selling. You're trying to go around at the Game Developers Conference going, xCloud this, xCloud that. It's not working. Because the developers are like, well, Phil, I got to develop for your Xbox. Yeah, then we got to do Play Anywhere. Then we got to get certification. They're like, I'll just go put it on Steam. I don't need Windows Store. Nobody's going to Windows Store, and I'm putting my game next to slot 7. I'm not putting my game in your trash-ass store. And I'm not making it for Xbox. You have a low install base. Nobody's buying shit. And they're not buying games. And just because you can name drop Minecraft and Call of Duty and you're going to learn what? It's over. It's over. That's all you're going to have. What you got to be worried about is keeping those games alive, or keeping them relevant. Helldivers 2, top. Keeping those games relevant, Phil. That's your issue. You got to keep those games relevant. That should be number one, because you can name drop all you want. If you don't have nobody's coming to you. They'll just put games on PC and Steam. They'll put it on Steam and they'll put it on PlayStation or Switch, and that's it. They don't need your xCloud. They don't need your Xbox. And they're in Schitt's Creek, dude. They're in Schitt's Creek right now. They're coming out of GDC, and people are like, it's a mistake. That's what Chris Dring said. He said it is a mistake What did he say? And he's talking very quietly. I don't know how the guy does a podcast, like whispering.
Because that's the other thing I heard.
I
heard it from a very prominent company.
A very prominent company.
And one not so prominent was Xbox's performance in Europe is just flatlining.
Xbox performance in Europe is flatlining. They're not even a global market.
Major company who released a big game.
A major company that released a big game. You hear these words. A major company that released a big game said, what?
Last year said, I don't know why we bothered supporting it.
I don't know why we bothered supporting it. Probably could be Hogwarts Legacy. Maybe Warner Brothers. Larian. That might be the other one. Might be Larian. A big company. Larian's not a big company, though. I don't know. Is Larian a big company? I don't think it is. Why did we bother supporting it?
Wow. And it's an we mentioned in the previous podcast, we'd heard that retailers in Europe were considering or had already been cutting back their expenses.
Retailers cutting it out. Last podcast they said that because he's very quiet. I'm just reiterating what he's saying.
Stock on their shelves and whether that, hardware, games, that kind of thing. I think Xbox is in real trouble as a hardware manufacturer.
Real trouble as a hardware manufacturer.
And that was the thing that came out of GDC for me, because I always just thought...
That's what comes out. The Game Developers Conference, the thing that you go to show the tools. Shout out to Tool Man. You go there to show the tools. The thing that he got out of there when you're supposed to recruit developers. What did I say? What's Microsoft's problem? Recruiting people on to buy their bullshit. Nobody's buying it. So they're losing developers. They're losing developers. Phil could sit there with Booty and then say, hey, and the thing is, they're not even doing it with their own games. Booty said it. Our vision, and that was always the issue, even with Game Pass. They never demonstrated quality games being successful on Game Pass and showed publishers and developers that, hey, you could be successful here too. Instead, it was Crackdown 3 ass, Redfall ass, Starfield nope, Halo nope. It was all excuses. Sea of Thieves needs updates. It was all excuse after excuse after excuse, and no games did well in Game Pass from them. They did not lead and show and lead by example. So nobody jumped on board. They're like, well, if Microsoft can't make their own service look appealing, then we're not going to jump on this either. So he says they have a hardware problem. So Phil, being the visionary that he is, right? Phil being the visionary that he is, hardware's a problem. Nobody's buying your console. The retailers don't care to stock your stuff. What do you think Phil Spencer does? Because he is so, I hear you, I'm listening to you, all this stuff. What do you think Phil Spencer does? Of course, hype up more hardware.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
The flywheel does.
Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Right? We're hearing how bad the console's selling. Nobody's buying. Nobody's doing this thing. Why not? Let's talk Xbox Handheld. Listen, the message has been going out. Bootleg's been talking about it.
Mr. Yellow Chair.
All this stuff. And then here comes Phil Spencer. Look at this dope. Let me read you the quotes from this circus act. Now, I have a Legion Go. Let me preface this because I will tell you this. Who wants this, right, Mr. Tennis? I have a Legion Go. I have a Steam Deck. I had an Asus ROG Ally, which I returned because it burnt up my memory card. Got rid of that thing. I have a Legion Go. I have a Steam Deck. I have a PlayStation Portal. I have a gaming laptop and a gaming PC. 4060 laptop, 4070 PC. And I got PlayStations. And I got Switches. And I had an Xbox. Here you go. Portable work, right? Switch, Legion Go, PlayStation Portal, Steam Deck, and an Asus ROG Ally. So, Legion Go, I love it. I think it's great. but there's limitations. Let Phil read this off. Phil says this: I want my Legion Go to feel like an Xbox. Spencer told me. Spencer told Polygon in an interview on the GDC. I brought it with me to GDC. I'm on the airplane and I have a list of everything that makes it not feel like an Xbox. Forget the brand. More like all of my games are there. Do all my games show up with save files I want? Here we go with the save files. I'll tell you one game that doesn't right now, and it's driving me crazy. This is Phil Spencer. Crazy. It's driving him crazy. It's Fallout 76. It doesn't have crossplay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Grinders. Hit the friggin' like button. Because I'm about to have a friggin' migraine. Phil Spencer says one game that doesn't have cross save right now, and it's driving him, the head of the table with Satya, is Fallout 70 friggin' 6.
They just share the feel the rhythm in the air. Everybody's moving like they just don't care. Shaking it up, breaking it down, we're on fire. Come on and join it, it's a party of desire. Dance to the beat of Phil Spencer, come on, let's go. Feel the music pulsing through your soul. Forget your worries, let the rhythm take control. Get up, get down, it's time to lose control. We made you wait for the games, now your games are gonna play station and switch. Who cares? I am Phil Spencer, and I am winning awards, bitch.
Who owns Fallout 7? You own the whole ass publisher. The whole ass publisher. You own them, and it's driving you crazy. You own them. You own the friggin' company. How can anybody take your ass seriously when you own the friggin' publisher that makes Fallout 76 and it doesn't have crossplay, cross-buy, cross-save, whatever the hell it doesn't have? You suck. And why are you still playing that trash-ass game on a Legion Go? But anyway, somebody needs to tell him that he owns the friggin' game and he can fix this. Quote, I want to be able to boot into the Xbox app and grind this. What did I say? Right before I get to the next paragraph. What did I say prior to the Xbox podcast? Go listen to the predictions, but I'll tell you right now. I said they want to turn that Xbox app into basically Steam Big Picture. So when you click on that Xbox app, it turns your PC to a quote Xbox UI. Right? Yeah, he's not testing new games, Josh. No, he's testing Fallout 76 and doesn't have cross save. They already have an app, Josh. They have an app right here. What they want to do is take this piece of trash. Where is it? I'm going to tell you. Where is it? Look at this. They're throwing Game Pass at me. Maybe later. I don't want Game Pass. They want this. They want this app right here. This is the Xbox app. They have it. It's right here. Here are all your plans. You've got free Game Pass Ultimate. Updates, more updates. This is the trash-ass Game Pass. Look, they're throwing it at me. This is it. All ads, the notifications, cloud gaming. They want you to click on this and do big screen. They already have the app. Here it is. So what is he talking about? He wants the Xbox app in a full screen, but in a compact mode, and all of my social experiences there. Like what I wanted to feel like the dashboard of my Xbox when I turn on the television. Except I want it on those devices. So he wants that horrible Xbox UI with ads on the front screen as his main screen. That's what he wants right now. And he said, forget about the brand, right, Westcon? Exactly. What nice words. He wants his social experience. Well, here's my social experience right here. There it is. Look, here's all my friends. Let's Phil, what are you talking about? Oh, but guess what? All this wonderful stuff that I'm doing in a mouse, yeah, do that on a 7-inch screen. That's the problem. According to Phil Spencer, the Xbox hardware team, led by Roseanne Sonos, is considering a different hardware form factors and things that they could go do. Oh, wow. Here we go with the go do. As it plans the future of Xbox hardware, what should we build that will find new players? He's still trying to find new players while losing everybody. Do you believe this shit? Who are you finding new players? Tim Dog and Crap Gaming just had a podcast and they ripped you a new ass. What new players you looking for, Phil? You lost everybody. We're all streaking. No, they're not, Phil. You lost them all. They were on Next Gen's podcast ripping. It was like the inverse of Big Game of Small Talk. It was the inverse. You lost them. What do you mean? You get new players with games, Ryan, exactly. Not with a device. Nobody wants a portable booster. They don't want the big booster under the TV. They don't want a portable one on the go. Nobody wants booster. Nobody wants a booster on the go. Nobody wants it. Hardware is not going to attract new players. It's games, 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 games.
It's not even pink, this is raw.
And Coop has delivered undercooked salmon.
It's
gaming.
It's games, you dumbass. Friggin' games. It's not a device. It's not a portable. What are you talking about? Nobody wants a portable booster. Nobody wants it. That will allow people at times to play games they can't go play in the past. This guy, you're playing on your competition, right? Listen, if you release a portable Xbox that has an Xbox UI, let's think about this. You just listed the Asus Ally, Legion Go, the Steam Deck, the Switch 2. Where does an Xbox portable fit into that? First, if it's a cloud-only device, like a PlayStation Portal, basically, that's not what you're talking about because you're talking about playing on a plane. So you're not talking about a cloud-only device or a streaming device. You're talking about native gaming like a Legion Go. And you want to feel like an Xbox. So that means that they want that Xbox app to give you the Steam Deck thing. Well, let me just tell you what I just did. The Steam Deck already does it, Phil. And guess what? Steam already has your games, okay? Your Steam Deck already does that. You could play your games on the go already with a Steam Deck. You don't need an Xbox. You could play your games on the go with Game Pass, with the Legion Go, with the Asus Ally, with the MSI Claw. You could do that already, and they're going to be on their second iterations of hardware. What the hell are you going to do? You're going to do a booster box? A portable booster. That's what you're going to do. Who are you going to attract? All you're going to do is just get the same people, probably less than the same people that bought a booster and are going to buy this. And secondly, Mr. Yellow Chair, he's the one that's hyping this thing up. And Clown Show over there, let me tell you something. If it is playing games natively, well, there goes your friggin' $200 price point, Clown. Because if this plays games natively, this thing's not going to be $200. This thing is going to be minimum $4. Because it has to do PC. And then here goes the battery. Enjoy your battery life. And all the complaints that Phil Spencer has here, guess what it is? Windows. Windows sucks on these devices. On the Asus Ally, the Legion Go, they suck. The Steam Deck is the best console experience because Steam has big picture and they built the operating system to work with the device. And their games work with that. And they're a host of games. Phil, he wants to create an Xbox Steam Deck. Phil, if they're not selling your hardware now and the games they don't care about, you have nothing of leverage to offer with a portable Xbox. Why would they come to your platform if they're not coming there now? why would they go there for a portable device? The device means nothing. This is the problem. The most powerful console, the cheapest console, the most powerful console, the cheapest console. Now a portable console, a cloud console. Play from your TV. Do you get the memo? Nobody's coming to these platforms because you don't offer quality games that people want to play. Because you don't offer the games, people could care less where you are. If you have horrible experiences, it doesn't matter if you're on every corner. Nobody's going to go there. You could chum the water, spam it all you want. You're not going to attract anybody new. If people could play your games on a phone, they can. They could play all your games natively right now better and get more functionality. The Legion Go could play anything. Epic Game Store, Steam Game Store. Why would you not do a Legion Go and do an Xbox to just play Xbox games? If people are not buying an Xbox for your games, why would they buy a portable device for your games when they could buy a Legion Go, an Asus Ally, an MSI that has full open of anything? You could play emulators. You could do anything you want on those things. They're full PCs. Your operating system sucks ass. You would think if you had this, if you were promoting the Asus ROG Ally, you would have had some sort of Windows portable mode or something like that. And grind this, hint, hint. I think Windows 12 is going to have some sort of compact Windows mode. And that's what he's kind of building up to. And I think that Xbox app is going to get an update that's going to do exactly what he's saying. And they're going to use this Windows, this portable Xbox device to kind of promote that new Windows 12 portable thing. Don't hold me to it, but that's what I think. That's what I think. I think they're going to use Windows 12, just like they used Windows 10 to kind of drive people from Windows 8 and use Windows 10 for the Play Anywhere and all that other shit in the Windows Store. I think they're going to do the same thing with Windows 12. I think Windows 12 is going to have like a portable, and they want to try to get to this ARM processor portable Windows. They want to compete against Chromebooks and phones in this mobile world, but they suck. They've been trying to do this for decades. They never did it. And you just announced all this competition. Where do you think your console fits? It's not fitting. A lightweight OS or an OS sort of thing. Phil takes Blue Chew with the 2. He goes, I do want a new PlayStation Portable. I need it. Yeah. And I think that, and I said, like, you know, on the show, I think that there's going to be the portable wars. We're going to be back to the portable wars again. That the games that you own could be played. And I think PlayStation, that Portal is the start. And I think they're going to have a native one down the line that's going to be like a PlayStation Portable. And that the games that you have, it's going to be like a mini, low-powered PS5 or PS4 type thing. And it's going to run those games. But you can't make it too different, because if you do, then you need developers to support it. And then you don't want to buy that device and say, well, guess what? Here's my Xbox console, but the apps are going to, all the games are going to need updates in order to run, so some of your collection works and some doesn't. No. That's why with the Windows, with the Lenovo and the Asus Ally, it's a Windows computer. It's ultimate compatibility. So you want to basically buy the walled garden again. All this play where you want. He wants to boot into the Xbox app and his social experience is there and wants to feel like the dash of his own Xbox. I'm telling you what they're going to do. They're going to turn this Xbox app. They're going to have a little button that says big screen mode, and it's going to turn this into the Xbox UI. That's what's going to happen. But they already have cross saves. They already have cross. Like Sea of Thieves, I play this on console, and if I boot it up now, my save comes over. It all works. So what are they trying to do? Are they trying to work with Steam? I don't know. But it's not the hardware. See what it means? Like, he's talking to the hardware team by Roseanne Stones is considering different hardware form factors and things that they could go do. What should we build that will find new players? Spencer said. That will allow people to play at times when they can't go play in the past. It already exists. There's a Steam OLED. Like, it's there already. The market has been set. You want to talk about niche? It's done. There's people out there. You could go buy a Steam Deck. You could buy a Legion Go. You could buy an Asus. There's $600-$700, those things. So what? You make yours $400-$500 and it's limited? Who wants that? And how does that help Satya? Because that's the problem. Stuttering Satya. How does that help him? It doesn't. He'd rather sell you a Windows computer than an Xbox. So why would they take the Xbox UI and limit it and put it in a portable device? If nobody's and anyway, they never gave unique features to the Xbox anyway. That what is an Xbox console UI? What is that UI? Is it the best? It hasn't been updated. It hasn't been updated. It's trash. It has ads on the front. That's what you want on the Xbox app. That's what PC gamers want. They just click on a game. They want to get this store sucks. Look at this stuff. What is different? This looks like a cleaner. This is a better UI than your app on the UI. On the Xbox app, what is yours? Here's my library. Here's my friends list. You could join. You could chat. Look, it's all here. Here's the store. Look, it takes the store. It filters out the games that you want, so it bypasses the Windows 10 store. It's still leading up to it, but it's all here. Cloud gaming, here are the games that you could play. 100+ games on console games. The difference, though, is that these Game Pass games in here, all PC games, these games are not the same games that are on console. The market's fragmented. So, like, you know, for the Death Stranding is Death Stranding even on here? I don't know where Death Stranding is. Well, like Death Stranding, that's not in here. That's on here, but that's not on PC. That's not on a console. But what would it offer? You're already 4th or 5th, right? What are we, 4th or 5th? You're already 5th. You're coming in 5th. So I don't understand this new hype. And you see, they're trying, the media or the influencers are trying to make this thing something for Xbox fans to come back and get excitement for. But nobody's coming to Xbox at all. The hardware is the worst part. Who's excited for more Xbox hardware? People want games. That's all they've been saying. They can drop it to 7th or 8th. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Oh, it's gone now. Death Stranding is gone? Oh, man.
Oh, no! We suck again!
It's gone again. It was a time limit thing? Oh, shit. That's what I mean. This shit's all over the place. It's so confusing. You need like a crazy degree to figure out what the hell's going on. What's on where? What's this? What's that? And it's all their fault. It's all on them, dude. It is all on them. They are muddy the message. They cannot make things work together. They suck again. They can't. They cannot make their stuff function. And Phil's sitting there going, Fallout 76 doesn't have cross. You own it, Phil. That quote right there is basically them in a nutshell. He's sitting here calling out Fallout 76 when they spent $7 billion, and this guy is complaining that he don't have cross saves on Fallout 76 on PC. Explain that to me. That's what Booty said. That's a key pillar in Booty's statement. Cross saves. The games you own don't have it. What dev gives a shit? Tell me that. What dev is going to go in there and say, oh, I got to fix my game to get cross saves?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
You're not even doing it to your own games. If you don't care, then why should the developments care? And development, your console fails. Nobody wants to build. Your install base is so low, nobody wants to do it. So who is going to do it? And if you don't care, they don't care. And if you can't lead by example, then you don't have anybody following you. You own that game. And how long is it going to take you to implement cross saves in Fallout 76? And then what games you're going to do that? And like what? And I know QG, like, what will they do? They'll like, what are they going to do? They're going to make a Series S and take the Series S guts and put it inside of a portable console. I'm going to tell you right now, as a Legion Go owner, if you want to play a AAA game or any kind, like your typical game, you get about 2.5 hours, 2 hours, and you're watching that thing just drop. That's why the portal is nice in the sense that you're streaming it. It's great around the house, but it's finicky if you go, if you don't get good cell phone reception somewhere. And I did try it. It does work on 5G. It does work like you have a good cell phone reception. It's not bad. The visuals are not as clear as if you're in your home, but it's incredible around the house. And then having the DualSense implementation there, it feels like you never left your PlayStation. But the Legion Go is huge. I love it, but it's heavy. And the thing is, though, is that it eats up the batteries. And when you do native gaming, it's batteries. But I would never take a portal on a plane. I won't take it on a cruise ship because it won't work. But I would take a Legion Go on the cruise ship. I would take a Legion Go on a plane. And that would be great. But again, it's only going to work for a few hours. You got to play with that battery. So what's a portable Xbox doing? And then on top of all this, what is the portable Xbox doing? Battery life. And cost. If it plays games natively, it's not going to be $200. And all these pocket watches out there telling you how VR is too expensive. The portal, this, that, all these PlayStation devices, too expensive. Nobody wants it. No, too expensive. They're going to say the same thing for a portable Xbox at $400? Oh, no. Paris is going to be like, this is the best thing ever. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because you got the memo. No. The portal is perfect around the house. The Legion is great on the go when you know you don't have good Wi-Fi. And the Legion, you can play anything you want. And the Legion has a touchpad, which is essential, where the Asus Ally didn't have that because Windows sucks. Like I told you, I boot up my Legion Go. First off, I'll tell you the experience. You boot up the Legion Go, you got to type in your Windows passcode. Then you got to turn off Office 365 subscription. Because that's what you want on a gaming machine, right? You boot up, you want to play a game, and then Office 365 says, "Oh, would your 14-day trial is expiring. You want this?" Oh, and then you got to shut down Teams because Teams auto launches all the time. Why is Teams starting up? Well, Teams starts up all the time on Windows. There's Teams. Oh, Copilot's popping up. I'm just trying to play my friggin' game. Oh, but here's a Windows update. Here's your antivirus. Oh, you got to update Edge browser. That's all the stuff you want to do when you want to just boot up and play Alan Wake 2 on your portable device. Type in your Windows code. Deal with all the trials and your Teams is opening up in the minimize screen. You got to turn all that off. Make sure it doesn't boot up. Then, guess what? Steam needs updates. Epic Store needs their updates. Then your games need to update. Then you open the Windows Store. The Windows Store needs to update. Just like I showed you right now. Look, yeah, I want to play a game. Okay. Well, I can't play a game because it said Windows Store needs an update. Well, there it is. Update available. I got to update the app. Oh, there we go. Let's update the app to play the games. And the games need an app. The games need an update. There's your evidence right here. Look, it's loading my apps. You want to go play a Windows Store, you can't play it right now. I got to update the Xbox app. There we go. Oh, look, here, and here's all the stuff that loads up. Look, Windows Maps. This is what happens. This is what happens on Legion Go because it's a computer. It has your mail and calendar open. It has to update. Gaming services. Windows Maps has to do it. We got our Dev Home Preview. What other apps? The Cameo Studio, App Installer, Microsoft Chip Champ, of course. Microsoft Paint has to load on your gaming device. Why not? Windows Notepad, of course. My Legion Go needs to do this. All this is because it's the same store. This is the same store that's on the Legion Go. His game, Windows Terminal needs update. Windows calculators, all Windows Media Player, Microsoft Photos. Let's keep going. Snipping tool, Windows Camera.
Sounds like typical Microsoft stuff.
Yeah, Frog. This is exactly what the Legion Go has.
Same old Microsoft stuff.
This is what you want on a gaming machine. Let me go buy a portable Asus Ally, a Legion Go, a gaming device, and this is all the shit taking up your memory. Oh, did you get the 1 terabyte version? Oh, good luck. Did you pay extra $50? Well, guess what? Microsoft Sticky Notes is in there. Make sure that downloads. Make sure all the drive is LinkedIn. LinkedIn has to be there. Make sure LinkedIn is in there. Ad blocker. Make sure you can put your ad blocker on. But that's what it is. Oh, then there's your app. Okay, now I can get through it. It's all Microsoft bloatware that launches on your gaming machine, on your Asus Ally, on your Legion Go. If you look at every review, it's an incredible device. It's a capable device. But guess what? Windows is the worst part of it. And all these complaints that he has is because his daddy company is the thing that's making this thing suck. And he has all the power in the world with Fallout and all this other stuff. Make it happen. Why are you complaining to Polygon, Phil? You sit at the table. You're telling Polygon you wish Fallout 76 had cross-save? You bought them for $7 billion. How is that not solved? Or did you just bull out, or you just pulling this out your ass to make it, to show why we need to have a portable Xbox? Is this a marketing stunt? Because that's what this sounds like. Did you just play Fallout 76 on your plane ride over the GDC? Or your car ride over? Where the hell you went? And this is just another name drop? You bought them for $7 billion. Fix the shit. I don't know. But where's this going to go? And Steam Deck, you boot it up, works incredible. The Steam Deck is the best portable gaming device, bar none. As a native gaming player, as a native gaming machine, know why? Because it runs on Linux, because it runs on optimized software for the optimized hardware. It gives you the best battery life. It gives you the best experience. It just boots up. It syncs Steam. You're done. The Steam Deck is the shit. If you want a portable gaming machine, get that. I like Legion Go because I like to play on other things. You can sideload them, and it was a little bit annoying. And I do like the detachable controls on the Legion because it does have the biggest screen. But the Steam Deck is awesome. But that is a console experience in a portable machine. It's the closest thing to a Switch that you're going to get. And then on top of all this, Xbox portables, Legion Goes, MSIs, all this other shit, right? On top of all this stuff, the Switch 2 is going to launch. Phil, say sayonara to anything portable Xbox. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're out of there. You're done. The Switch 2 is going to destroy anything. And tell me again, what value does the Xbox brand have? Whatever. He says you're right there. Forget about the brand. Exactly. Case closed. Forget about the brand.
Here it comes!
You made Xbox hold no value. I give a shit if it's called Xbox. You may get some diehards and influencers to buy the portable Xbox, but it's not bringing people back. It's done because people want content. They want games. They don't need more hardware. And I'm going to tell you, the best portable, and that's the other thing. The Portal, the PlayStation Portal is very smart in the sense that it doesn't have any additional software, any additional subscriptions. It's no worrying about cross saves and cross this. See all this stuff about cross saves and play where you want. The PlayStation Portal solves that. As long as you have an internet connection and you could stream all your saves, you don't have to worry about saves or anything like that because it's saving it natively to your console. You're just Portal accessing the game. So Sony doesn't have to worry about cross saves and cross progression because you're progressing from the console. You're just accessing it from a remote device. It's ingenious because it removes a lot of all this bull. you could play Fallout 76. And you want to know another example? Dragon's Dogma 2. I've been playing that on the Portal. Did you see it running on a Steam Deck? It can't function on a Steam Deck. Dragon's Dogma 2. It's a disaster. But I've been playing it fine on my Portal because I'm streaming it. So the hardware necessity is not needed. It's just a Portal, but you need to have an internet connection. So there's challenges with that as well. Exactly, Josh. You don't have to worry about compatibility. You don't have to worry about cross saves. You don't have to worry about cross progression. You don't have to worry about can it run the game, because it's running it from your PlayStation. And on top of that, guess what? This is another Grindsadama's prediction. When you get a PlayStation 4 Pro, a PlayStation 5 Pro, it may make your PlayStation Portal, the current hardware that you have, play better. It might stream at a better bit rate. The games are going to look better. So now you're at 1080p 60, but maybe you're playing those games with full ray tracing and all this other stuff, and you could see all this fidelity on the same device that you just were playing the PlayStation 5 for. The PS5 Pro could make your PlayStation Portal better without even buying more hardware, because now you're streaming from a better machine. And the same thing goes with a Steam Deck. You can stream the game from a PC and have the PC do the load and do that. So Steam does do that as well. So you do have that with Steam. But running natively, that doesn't work out too hot. But the the Portal could actually be better if it's synced up to a PS5 Pro. And that's where I was saying last week that I could see the Pro enhancing the accessories that we already have, such as anything with PlayStation Link, such as the Portal, maybe even VR too, if they even care about that shit anymore. But yeah. But the Pro will make the Portal better if that's my prediction on that. But who knows? But exactly, Westcon, how is he thinking about talking about Xbox handheld on the eve of Switch 2? He's ludicrous. Ludicrous. But what did I man, we go back to our predictions in January. I said they will start talking about new hardware because that's all they could talk about. It's never about the games. And the fact that this guy is sitting there, and this sentence right here, this one I want everybody to take as the last message of this, to ingrain this in your head. This. Now, what did Phil say? Right here. Right? Look at this sentence. This is to the hardware team. What should we build that will find new players? Now listen to Phil.
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic way. We lost our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true. I see commentary that if you just build great games.
That's the answer. Just build great games. Then people ask, where can they play them? What hardware can you build to find new players? Phil, you're playable on an Android phone, on an Apple, on a MacBook, on a PC, on a Windows Store, on Steam, on Samsung TVs, on MetaQuests, on Xbox Series S's, the cheapest console at $175 on sale, the most expensive console, the most powerful console. You have your games on now going to a PlayStation, going to a Switch. You are everywhere. Why? Where are these new players, Phil? Where are these new players? You are everywhere right now, today, everywhere, on all those devices. If you put out a game like Grounded Grounded could be played on a Meta Quest, on a Samsung TV, on an Android tablet, Android phone, iPad, iPhone, MacBook, any browser, Chromebook, PC, Steam, PC, Windows Store, on an Xbox One X, on Xbox Series X, on an Xbox Series S, the cheapest console, the most expensive console, every phone with a strap-on, without a strap-on, with touch screens, this, that, on all the Samsung TVs. No need for a console. You are everywhere today, right now, for $17 goddamn dollars a month.
What is going on?
Frog, they're everywhere today at 10:51 Eastern Standard Time on March 25th, 2024. They are on all those devices. What the hell? Oh, and I forgot half of them. And then on a Legion Go, on an Asus Ally, on an MSI, add those to the list. You are there
Sitting here,
today.
all I heard was on a strap-on.
A strap-on. They are there everywhere. What the hell can you build knowing that's going to attract new players with the same old shit games that you have? And I just said, Grounded can be played everywhere.
They got to make new games.
Frog, no. He's telling the hardware team, what could they build to find new players? What the hell are you going to build?
Nothing.
A dongle stick?
It's about the games.
It's about the games.
You can build all the consoles. You can build all the consoles you want.
I don't know
if you don't have the games. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. What are you searching for? You're searching for this meal golden ticket. You're there. You're everywhere already. Stop searching and make great games, and then people will care. The problem is that you've been shopping around with scraps. You've been putting games that nobody cares about on every device, and nobody's playing. So when they look at the numbers, they go, Phil, nobody's playing. Phil's like, I'll go find more players. They're like, okay, Phil, they're idiots. They're trusting Phil to go find more players. Find who? And then
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true.
Why don't you try? Just like you're trying here with Roseanne Sontz, whatever her name is. Roseanne, go build something that will find new players. Oh, she could go off and go build. So Roseanne could do different hardware form factors and things that they could go do. Phil, what don't you want to go do?
I see commentary that if you just build great games, just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race. And our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people. Like 90% of the people. Would you ship that? What you just played?
Really?
I see commentary that if you just build
go off,
everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift.
If we go off and build great games. Oh, but he's telling the hardware team, you could go off and go do different hardware form factors. Does this shit make sense? If we go off and build great games, oh, he don't want to do that because that's not going to change anything. But you could go off different hardware form factors and things they could go do. Oh, so they could go off and make some stupid-ass hardware that nobody's going to buy because nobody's buying your hardware now. So you're going to go off and do that, but you won't go off and make great games.
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic.
So you're not going off. And first off, you have to go off and make great games because you're not making them right now. You got to go. That sounds like something you got to go do extra. Oh, we got to change the pivot and make great games. Oh, so you're not doing that right now. You got to go off and make great games. But you're going to go off and go make some bogus-ass hardware. Explain that to me. This is them. This is why they suck. Hardware isn't the problem. They're on hardware. They're everywhere. The problem is content. The problem is nobody cares about the games they're doing. They're forgettable. Just ask Starfield. They fixed the shadows. Updates. Helldivers is dropping vehicles left and right. The games they've been out for a month and a half. Content in Starfield, it hasn't even existed yet. It's been over 7 months. People want something to walk around the planets with. Give us a mech or a vehicle. Now they gave you shadow updates and lighting updates and fixed the bugs when you go into the store and the guy's head is turned around like the friggin' Exorcist. They fixed those. Quality of life bugs they fixed. Helldivers is dropping goddamn mechs and all this other stuff and adding gameplay elements and all this other shit. Starfield is giving lights and shadow updates. Still never fixed the loading screens. Yeah. Good job on that. 7 months. They're supposed to be giving content updates every 2 months. Yeah. They gave a laundry list of crap. It's just ridiculous. Big publisher questioning to put games on Xbox because of the hardware, and Microsoft talking about more hardware and handhelds. At GDC, nonetheless. This guy went to GDC and said, we got to do better with this. Explain that to me. Craziness. And with that, let me get Therapy Quantified member for 1 month. He says here, welcome, Therapy. Thank you for being a VIP grinder. And again, if you guys want to upgrade or listen to the brand new music, it's going to be launching right after this show. I don't know what the song is. I'm going to do that. But let me read this chat here. Problem is, after years and years of gaming drought on Xbox, Microsoft could make games like God of War caliber games for like 4 years in a row. They could have tried, Therapy. They could have tried to make something of quality. And again, it doesn't have to be a God of War level game, but geez, it could be something interesting. It could just be just a great game. Like, look at Helldivers 2. It's not a God of War game, but it's something that did well and successful. And Microsoft does not have that vision. They don't have that gamer eye. They don't have that curated eye of this is going to be good. They don't have that because they're not looking at games. They're not looking at quality. They're looking at IP, and they're looking at investments of saturating the market and trying to just shroud the market in their bullshit. And it's not working. Because the quality stuff coming out of PC and Steam, the quality of PlayStation, the quality of Nintendo is diluting my Xbox's messaging. They can't do anything. So they had to go spend all their own money to own franchises that they got to keep relevant and make relevant. And they're not good at doing that because they haven't done it well in the past. They can't even make their own IP relevant with Halo, Crackdown, Forza, and who knows what that would happen to Gears. They have no heart. And now they got to sit there and just keep the lights on for Call of Duty while they try to figure this thing out. But with that, grinders. Frogs, any last words on an Xbox handheld? You pre-ordering one?
Definitely not.
I
don't plan on buying any future Xbox hardware. I'm done. If it's not between Sony's PlayStation and Nintendo's whatever Nintendo does. And I'm kind of on the fence about Nintendo too, but at this point, I just don't. I plan on just, PlayStation 6, PlayStation 5, or PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation 6. Unless there's something very drastically turns the tides, I don't see a reason to keep investing in anything Xbox. I don't plan on building a PC. I believe, in my personal opinion, PC's for work. It's not for gaming. It's just not for me. I don't want the headache of doing all this stuff with PC. I see so many people on PC, and I'm like, I don't get the headaches how they love this. I don't get it. So that's just not for me. I like to be able to come home, sit down, play a game, get off, go out and do stuff outside, touch grass, and I don't want to have to sit there with a PC and download this update and.
But the thing is, Frog, it's the games. It's the games that tells where you want to play. And then Pedro Pascal just reported wrapping up filming of Last of Us season 2. He had a short part
at the end of the day, I know what I want, and it's definitely not. No.
Nah, I got you.
It's not what Microsoft has.
Yeah, nah.
It's definitely not what Microsoft has.
But it's about the games, not about the hardware. He's thinking about hardware is going to be the magic bullet. I don't know what's going on. He may just have the budget for hardware on that stuff.
I don't know what he's smoking, but he needs to start smoking that crack.
Yeah. Anyway, Grinders, that is the show this evening. Hit that like button, share it out. Thank you to all the new members, all the VIPs that you joined up. And we're going to leave you with some credits here with the brand new song that got voted in actually on Friday. And we heard the one earlier today. So if you want to listen to songs that are unreleased, a new one will be dropping later on this evening for the Ultimate Grinders. Thank you for upgrading. If you want to upgrade, listen to it early. The Grinds Pass. And if not, here is the one that was dropped on Friday to the public. Enjoy, Grinders. Thank you again. Hit that like button, Grinders. Talking about next gen or talking about new hardware. Why don't we let Cerny take us away? Good night, Grinders. Hit that like button.
Scrubbers I was talking about. Then they end up being just for us.
X5 Pro stepping on the scene, gonna stomp you out with his powerful machine. Machine learn, coming at you fast. You're gonna learn the hard way. This will be a blast. Games, that's what we bring. Unleashing the fire will make your ears ring. You can challenge us, but you can't compare. PS5 Pro reigns supreme. We're true play. Ain't no chance to survive. PS5 Pro taking the throne. It's our time. Side by side, we're in control of the game. Machine learning coming your way, and it's gonna bring the pain. And it's gonna bring the pain. Mark Cerny gonna whisper in your ear about more SSDs. Machine learning you will hear. Now on the yacht, Herman bringing in the goods. How smart can this little guy be? He knows what dancing on machine. Gonna bring it to gamer. Can't wait to be seen. No chance to survive. PS5 Pro taking the throne. It's our time. Side by side, we're in control of the game. Machine learning coming your way.
Producing technology useful in both worlds. It doesn't mean that we as Sony simply incorporated the PC part into our code. This continuous improvement in AMD technology means it's dangerous to rely on teraflops as an absolute indicator of performance, and CPU count should be avoided as well. In the case of CPUs,
ain't over no chance to survive. PS5 Pro taking the throne. It's our time to rise. Step aside, we're in control of the game. Machine learning coming your way. It's gonna bring the pain. Oh.
Good night, Grinders. Hit that like button, share it out, and subscribe. Road to 3,000, baby. Let's do it. Keep it locked here. Gaming Grindhouse.